Oh my word, Molly Appleman just went literally flying, bottom over boob. Right, okay, she's okay. You're all right. She's all right. I think that'll be going in the accident book. Fingers crossed she's okay and nothing's broken or twisted. Seriously, because we do take it all very seriously here. Right, so we've got a team behind the scenes that will check up on her. So, coming up, we've got lots of auctions. We've got spellbinders, we've got dies coming up, we've got Die Cut with a View as well, DCWD. We've got the Mill Shop Online as well, lovely Joe, nice guy Joe, from Mill Shop Online, featuring in this show with Craft Price Drop. Come in as early as you want, and it doesn't matter. Everybody pays the same final low price on every single auction. Let's talk you through the details on the screen, because they'll be coming up for you here. Just over here. You've got your details at the bottom, which give you your phone number, 01733797100. It's a national rate. If you get 3 minutes on your mobile, that should be a free call, in essence. Notice I'm not promising anything. On a normal landline, it's fine. It's a normal national rate. That's the number. It's easier and quicker, potentially, to bid online, though, and that's on Hochanda.com. Don't worry about multiple bids coming through, because it's a falling price. If you come in at one price and the price goes lower, don't worry about coming in again and thinking, oh, gosh, I need to come in again and place another bid. Don't worry, all that happens automatically. Let's skip back a little bit and show you your item number. You've then got your description here. The starting price is where we say if there's a selection of 5 MDF items that are normally £9.99 each, we group them together to find a genuine price on the website, and we say all these 5 MDF shapes, £9.99 each. Normally they're £49.95 today as a bundle. So that's a genuine start price on our website. The live falling auction means this price changes and it falls and drops, sometimes quite suddenly. It's what we call a price plummet. If you see something you love and it plummets down to, say, £30, and you think, oh wow, I'd like that, bid online or bid on the phone. Once you've got your bid in and it goes lower, don't worry about coming in again and thinking, well, I came in at 30, do I now need to bid again? You know, like those rising price auctions you get on like popular auction websites. Don't worry about that. Once you're in, you're in. And then if the price falls lower, it locks at the end, and then everybody pays the same final low price, regardless of the price that you came in at. Cool? Okay. Shall we have a look at what we're getting in our first auction then? Nice to see you, by the way. Very, very good morning to you. My name's Matt. We've got Spellbinders dies first to kick our morning off this morning. We have the Christmas Dove frame. I'd love to call it the Christmas Dove frame and just make a deliberate mistake and see if anyone emails in, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to do that now. I've changed my mind. It's the Christmas Dove frame, and then you've got your holiday botanical strip. I know it's botanical, but I'm just saying anyway. So the doves here, botanical, the doves are absolutely beautiful. You can see them both on the packaging there, and the actual dies themselves are so striking with the shapes and the outlines. So you've got your doves, you've got your floral, and then such a decorative big frame in the holly as well. Is this the first year that you're going to be making your own cards? It's a big frame, that, isn't it? It's a really, really big die. As you can see, it's bigger than my hand span. It could even be the same size as Emily, our producer's head. Who knows? But in a real sense, not, you know, she's got a big head or anything. Anyway, I saw a huge tin of hairspray this morning. Anyway, we've got over here our second die set. We've got 6 dies in this set over here with our dove frame, and the second set, the holiday botanical strip, gives you a further 2 dies, and the 2 dies are, we've got an escapee on the holly that belongs over here. The 2 dies here are the outside cutting edge, but if you just want to cut your detail into your card, you've got the holiday botanical strip just there. So in or out of your card, you can cut your design, and you can see from the details on the pictures, you can see some examples of cards and things that you'll be able to make on them. Spellbinders is a great brand as well. 700804. If you look that item number up, you'll get this bundle, and you'll see it for £42.98 normally. Plus £4.95 delivery. That's your delivery charge, usually on a Craft Price Drop hour. Avoid that by joining Freedom. As you can see, that would include Freedom then, therefore, and that is what we call a price plummet. That's what I was talking about earlier when the show first went live, and we said when we bring that price down, we bring it down all of a sudden. We bring it down to $35.75. Janet this morning on Facebook is saying hello. Very good morning to you, Janet. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you've had a lovely weekend so far. Nice of you to take the trouble to message in. So we are live on the TV, on our Freeview channel on Sky, and also on Freesat, but we're live on our website, Hochanda.com. There's also another dedicated website, craftpricedrop.com, so you can tune in on Facebook or on that website later on this morning at 11, and I'll be joining you for that hour as well. Looking forward to seeing you there, hopefully. So 34.14, we're low, maybe not as low as we're going to be, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about waiting and thinking, well, I'll hang on, I'll wait and see if they go a bit lower. You can still come in as early as you want, because we won't let you down. $24.99 is the proof of that, saving you a whopping amount, taking it straight in with a double price plummet now. The detail on the dies, the size of them as well. I mean, to be able to get a Spellbinders die of this size, I mean, we know the calibre of Spellbinders, don't we? We know the, I suppose, the history of Spellbinders. That's a 40% saving as well. You're looking there at the Christmas dove frame, and the doves themselves come as separate dies, which I think are just going to make a lovely accent. You've got the 2 doves, 2 holly sprigs, the flower as well, and the actual frame. So you've got the flower then to cut extra florals to dot around your frame to bring out that detail. As you can see from the artwork on the front of the packaging here, you get that outline as well. We are too low at $23.91, too low. We'd like to be closing the auction here to say good morning to all our bidders and a congratulations to all our bidders. We don't want to be lower. We really don't want to be doing this. Way under £30. But we have to go lower, because we have to say, do you know what? We want to be able to find homes and bidders for all of our dove frames today and this morning, and the botanical border. And if it takes going down to £21 to do it, then it takes that move down to £21. We'd rather be at 24, 25, 27, 29, 30. But this is for you right now at £20.76. That's including postage if you're with Freedom. What's Freedom, I hear you ask? Well, once you've joined, you get unlimited standard delivery on everything you order, on our sister channel as well. Can't believe we're doing this. We want to find homes for all our dies, though. We don't just want to say, oh, goody, there's, you know, 1 person or 10 people or 20 people. We want to find 30, 40 or 50 potentially in some auctions. So $18.79. We are, I think, slightly too low, but what's my opinion? Who cares? At $18.79, what's your opinion on how low we are? How's 12 available now? With everyone that's already got theirs, everyone that's about to get theirs, and everyone that's about to come through, that's all we have for this auction. Just 12 to cover it now. I know. $4.95 delivery, or including your postage if you're with Freedom, which hopefully you are, because it does make sense if you're ordering 1 or 2 items, even a day, let alone a month. If you're ordering for a month, you can save a lot on your postage. We've only got the 8 chances left. If you're there already, thank you so much for joining us. We had yesterday, for example, and thinking about today, where bidders are coming from potentially. We've got bidders in London, yesterday Bournemouth, we had Bracknell as well represented. So if you're watching again today and this morning, a very, very good morning to you. I can't believe we're doing this. I don't believe it. 16.49. I don't know if you can see the stress here, but we shouldn't be here. We really should not be. We do not want to be this low. We wanted to be closing this auction. We can't have a plan. We can't afford to have a plan. We can't say we must close here or we will close here. But we've got like a ballpark area we'd like to be, I think. I think it might be closer to 30, 25-ish maybe. But £16? No, we do not want to be this low. You've got yourself an absolute bargain with only 5 spaces remaining now. Quality Spellbinders dies for a shocking shocking low price. If you're already in, congratulations, we've got our final 4 spaces. You can get through a bid on the web on hochanda.com. You can also bid on the phone 01733 797 100 and get through that way as well. Bidding on the web is nice and quick. With our final 1 space, it's outrageous. Who thought we'd be there at 15.65 for our final 1 now? It's gone. Oh my goodness.
Price lock.
What a brilliant start to the day there. If you are new to Craft Price Drop, what an introduction. I have to say, at 15.65, I am not surprised to hear that that was an extremely busy auction. I would have been there as well. I don't blame you at all. Well, we mentioned the Mill Shop Online was going to be represented today in our Craft Price Drop hour, and it's here. We've got our Mill Shop Online beauties for you. We've got a selection of ribbon. We've got a selection also of organza, and it's just tied together with some jute. You do get 10 fat quarters in this bundle. So 2 meters of organza, and that's the green variety of the organza. And a metre of the green, so 2 metres of organza. The red has a lovely blue secondary colour, and the green has a lovely sort of emerald blue-green tint to it as well. So 2 metres worth of organza. The satin ribbon that you're getting as well, 2 metres of both the red and the green, so 2 metres of each colour there, red and green. So that's 4 metres so far. You get the organza ribbon in here also. Here it is. The organza ribbon is with the lovely stars on it, just here. So you've got, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, because I saw this the other day. Yeah, the organza star, that is. So you're getting 3 different colourways of this organza star. There is a metre on each in the gold colourway, the silver, and then the gold glitter on red. So it's the gold, the silver, and the red on the organza star. And then you also got the Hessian. Yeah, the Hessian is just there. And then there are 2 metre pieces of Hessian in your snowflake, and then also your holly sprig, and that is printed with the glitter. So a lot here already. I'll just hold all of those up to recap. There you are. You've got all of those ribbons and Hessians, or burlap if you're watching in North America, or crocus if you're watching in Jamaica. There. Okay. So yeah, then you've got your extra fabric here as well. So you're getting 10 fat quarters involved here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then look at this as well. That's the wadding in a fat quarter size. That's the Hessian in the fat quarter size. So that's making 5, 6. You've got your Christmas fabric here in the Noel and the Merry Christmas, 7 and 8. 9 would make it that white cotton fat quarter there, and then the suede fat quarter also. So suede in the fat quarter, bright white cotton, green Merry Christmas fabric, red Merry Christmas printed fabric, Hessian, gold Christmas trees, stripy red and white, green and red Christmas trees, and your wadding. That's 10 fat quarters alone. And already we've gone down to £24.77, which is half price alone for those fat quarters of the wadding and all the fabric. Would you say that represents good value for money? Because that's not all you're getting here either. Everything else that we ran through, 2 metres worth of the organza. You've got the ribbon, the Hessian ribbon, and the printed ribbon as well. And then you've got the red and the white ribbon. Some very regular bidders out there. A very good morning to you, including Nigel, one of our most regular bidders. I think you've been there from the very start on the Craft Price Drop Hours, Nigel. Very good morning to you this morning, this Sunday morning. Rain or shine, you're always there with us. So you're getting your 10 fat quarters, you're getting your ribbons, you're getting your organza here, all for half price. Pretty much £23.49 and still moving as well. Don't let it go too far as to miss out or to get too near the end of the auction where it's a bit of a scramble. Maybe if you're not a Freedom member, because there are a couple of people that are bidding now, making a purchase that are not Freedom members. Wow, okay, you can do that if you want. If you know you literally are ordering one item, it's £4.95 delivery, but £6.97 gets you unlimited standard delivery. That's a fat quarter of wadding, just here like so. You get a whole fat quarter, that's just half of it. So high quality wadding, and then you get all of your fat quarters here too. That red Christmas tree with the gold trim, the green base with the Christmas tree, 15 only, with your stripy red and white, with your cream Christmas trees too. So you've got those three already interchangeable, and then that lovely candy cane red and white. The Hessian as well, a fat quarter's worth of that. You get your Christmas words printed fabric on the green and the red. Here comes another price plummet as well. 15 spaces only, and another price plummet can only mean one thing: more people thinking, oh, I'm in on that one, I'm going to be there. 1996 now, the year the Spice Girls suddenly made it big with Wannabe. You've got white fabric there in your fat quarter, and you've got a suede in the red suede, a fat quarter's worth, a meter's worth of the red blue organza, a meter's worth of the emerald green organza, and then don't forget your red and the white ribbon, a metre of each of those. We only have 9 spaces now, and it's at 1980. We're making musical references, so I can mention Estelle with that one, because so 8 spaces only at 1948 now. We're moving back down through the price point, under £20, but we could be closing anywhere within pennies of £19. So don't hang on too don't hang on too long. Here comes another price plummet. With only 8 remaining, 8 spaces at 16. So it's always the moments when I say we're probably closing here at 20, or probably closing here at 22. 16.98 now for our final 7 spaces. The green organza, if you've just joined us, a metre of each, the red and the green. You've got the red and the green on the Christmas ribbon there. The red suede, the fat quarters here ranging from the white, the green, the red printed, the Hessian, the stripy red and white, and then you've got your red cream and green Christmas trees there also. 5 spaces only at 16.98 now. It's a ridiculous opportunity. And then don't forget, you've got your ribbons there as well. Don't miss out. Call us over on 733 797 100. This is live on the web, on the telly as well, and there'll be an internet-only craft price drop hour at 11 o'clock this morning. So do let your friends know. 2 spaces now on this auction to get that whole bundle for just £16.50. It's good going. Congratulations if you were there.
Price lock.
Yeah, it's a good price lock. That a lot, about £8 or £10 lower than I would have guessed. Really good, really good. So, Spellbinders being represented across through the hour, running as a bit of a thread. You could almost call it a Spellbinders special almost, this show, because we've got some really good opportunities for your Spellbinders die. This is brand new to price drop as well, so if you're a regular viewer and you know every auction, you'll be very interested to know we've never featured these ever before on Craft Price Drop. These are the border dies right now, and taking a bit of a royal theme there with the naming: Elizabeth, Mary, Anne and Victoria, with your 8 dies in total. Who's nicked the other 4, you might say? Well, hang on, where are the other 4 then, if there are 8 dies? Well, any crafter worth our salt, we know, don't we, that you've got the outside cutting edge, so you can cut your detail in. There's the main detail die for cutting that into your card, but if you want to cut it out as a panel, you've also got that outside cutting edge that's going to save you from fussy cutting around it, just there like so. So that's the Mary border die. Moving along, you've got the Anne over here. So Mary is a very flourishing, you know, blocky in the square sense, but very flourishing and curved in the other. And then you know, you've sort of almost got that sort of compass there, the north, south, east and west design on the middle, on the inside. Very pretty indeed. This sort of leafy flourish at the top as well, like a fountain. So it's the Mary. Moving on, lots of people saying good morning on Facebook, so nice to see you this morning. Becky is on Facebook saying good morning. Good morning to Becky. Kelly is also there. Again, thanks for taking the trouble to message us on Facebook there, Kelly, and also Becky. A very, very good morning to you. Thank you for your company. Moving on, is this Anne? I think it was, yeah. This is Anne next up. Anne is taking a bit more angled approach to things. You've got your Art Nouveau sort of florals and dots, but then you've got your Art Deco sort of two cultures meeting here, two art movements meeting with your Art Deco angles on the outside edge with the chevrons. A couple of people coming in on this already, which is nice to know because you know, you might as well. There's nothing to lose. You come in early, come in high, you pay low. Next up, you've got your Victoria. It had to be a grand one, Victoria, didn't it? It had to be. For big Victoria, almost like a medallion-like design for Victoria, with a price plummet now. Here we go. And then one of the most decorative pieces, I like this, for our current reigning monarch, the Elizabeth. Here. Elizabeth I, a very important monarch, of course, but Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch, and our current queen, Elizabeth. There it is. Suitably feminine and decorative and floral design there. The lovely Elizabeth. The price has been dropping for a little while. We've lost a few pounds off it, if only. But yeah, we've lost a few pounds off the price, and it's gone down from £55.88, and we're already down, hovering around about the £50 mark. Maria says hello as well. Good morning to you, Maria. Hi. So where do we want to go? Where would we be happy? 55.88. How have we worked that out as well? What we've done is we've looked at the individual prices of each die, and we've said usually each one's just under the £20 mark. Is it £20 each or something like that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It was fours into 55. 13.97 each. Okay. So what we've done is we've said 13.97 a die. That's good, isn't it? Actually, that's right. If we saw one of these hanging up, you know, wow. We saw that hanging up in Lisa Horton's shop, or Phil Martin's shop, we were like, oh, all right, 13.97. Oh, I like the Elizabeth one. I think I might grab that. Elizabeth and Anne, I might buy both of them for 13.97. So that'd be 26 plus a couple of pounds, about £28 plus the parking. You know, if you've parked, if you've done pay and display, maybe £30. So if we go under 30, would we be happy? I'm gonna hedge my bets at 35. So I might have gone a bit too low at 30. I don't want to sort of say anything too awkward. So 36.68. So we might well be at 35 eventually, or at some point, or maybe in a minute. We could be close to 30, but I can't make any promises because I really do not know, and I promise I do not know, so I don't want to know. Nobody knows. It's a live falling auction. There's no plan because you can't have a plan. It depends who's there on the phone and who's there on the web. That's what makes it so exciting. If we're not low enough for you and nobody's there, then we'd be here for a whole day, and nobody would want that. That's what we mean. When it's live, it's going to interact and it's going to develop and go dynamically depending on who's watching and who's bidding and who's buying. The only thing we'd say is don't leave it too long so as to miss out. Dial in on 01733 797 100. You'll get your bid in that way. This is the first die that we looked at earlier on. This is the Mary. And then it moves on to the Anne. And then we've got Victoria and Elizabeth. Moving down the line. Are we getting closer to my magic number, the one I wanted? Let's have a look. 26.97. So what did we say? We said if it goes around about the 30 mark, and then I sort of added a bit on because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. It was a live auction. I didn't want to guess too low. So I said 35. But now we're at 26.97. We are... hang on a minute. No, we're not. You can never catch up because we're still dropping all the time. But hovering around about the £26 mark now for you to get all 4 designs. Let's find out how few are left. These are brand new to Craft Price Drop as well. So first auction that we've seen. For this auction in particular, that's a good... For once, I'm actually happy. I can actually say, yeah, as opposed to, oh no, there are only 6 left, or even 3. There was 3 left of something by the time we checked the quantity yesterday. That's how quickly that one went. But at the moment, 20. This is dropping all the time as we speak, though. Get involved. This will be one of our busiest auctions, I'm guessing, of the entire hour, based on the price, the designs, the quality of spellbinders, but also it's going to be one of the busiest of the hour, I think, because they are just so sought after and brand new to craft price drop as well. We're at just £26.07 and another plummet for us. And I say us because not one person is benefiting from this. It is everybody benefiting from it. And you're getting it for just £24.95. Go for it. Kelly has put, wow, what a deal. I know. That's what's worrying me as well. I'm glad you agree with me. You know, when you think you're on your own and you think, oh, my goodness, can anyone else see this? Kelly, thank you for that reassurance. It is a great deal, isn't it? £24.80. By the way, factor in your delivery. If you buy one thing, it's £4.95. Delivery on Craft Price Drop. So if you want to factor it in and get an idea, think about joining Freedom, because for £6.97 you can order whatever you like and you won't have to pay delivery costs on anything, and that's on the main Hochanda channel as well as on Craft Price Drop. Only 7 remaining spaces now, 6 opportunities. Bidders up and down the country, wherever you are, thank you so much for watching. People in Coventry, Eastbourne as well. Bedford as well. Bedford quite local to where we are right now too. I was driving through Coventry this morning. I joined the M6 at Coventry. Yeah, it's closed between junctions 2 and junctions 4. They're upgrading it to a smart motorway, and there are going to be delays until March 2020. I know. That's what the yellow sign said. Can't wait for that. Can't wait. They've just done Catthorpe, and then they thought they'd have another pop at it. So 5 down to 4 spaces. You can do this. Who have we got in this auction then? Let's have a little think. So bidders in Bedford, bidders in, who did we also say? Let's have a look. Coventry. My memory's awful. I was just talking about Coventry. Shirley in St Austell. What a lovely part of the world, St Austell. We've had many holidays. Amanda in Bournemouth also. Margaret in Canterbury, home of the Tales. Elaine in Corby. That's another one which I've driven through when they closed the A14. All these other places I've been to. Bishop Auckland represented there as well. Thank you so much for joining.
Price lock.
Yes, all these adventures because we have road closures. £24.50p. All the potholes at the moment. Oh, terrible. Oh, makes you wonder where your council tax is going. Anyway, I know. All right, bye. Sorry. I told you that this was going to be a bit of a Spellbinders special craft price drop. There are some really, really cool dies coming up. Brand new to price drop. Everybody pays the final low price on an auction. So if you're in early on that last one, all good. I'm just going to take a sip of water while we look at our designs. You've got your dots and hearts right here. Your dots or hearts, great for your snowflakes. Great for your umbrella, for your snowflake or heart raindrops. But let's think outside the box for a minute. Get your brushos, get your any powdered inks out, make a background. Can you imagine making the most multicoloured background? And then I know you'd be covering a lot of it up, but can you imagine every single one of those hearts being like a multi-rainbow colour and a stunning, stunning look? I think that would be magical, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be one excuse. Covering up a background paper is one thing, but I think multicoloured hearts cascading down would be lovely. So here you've got your dots or bubbles or snowflakes maybe. And then you've got your hearts, which could be like a decorative, like a, oh, hang on a minute, 28, which looks like a good quantity. Can't pick it up there. I've got the nails for it. But we're already down to 25. It's an extremely busy auction already. You've got your outside cutting edge for your frame. And then you've got your tumbling hearts and tumbling dots. You've also got the emboss detail. They are really cute, actually. We better drop the price before we sell out. So 37.20 is worked out by saying, what's that? It's 18 to 36, I think. Is that right? Yeah, 18 to 36. So that's about £18 per die set. 18, £19, which is fair enough. It's worked it out genuinely for a start price. Okay then, all right, 1860. Is that a half price? Yeah, okay. So it's 1860 a die set, but we've just gone down to half price for you. It's a busy one out there. 15 opportunities for you on your dots and hearts. You're getting 4 dies because you're getting 2 designs here, but you've got your outside cutting edge there, your outside frame. It's going fast. I really, really hope that you can get in there and make your bid, make your auction bid, because you could miss out. Item number 822451, look it up, make sure you click on it, and make sure that you've ordered it, and check out. We've just gone to a superb half-price offer, and I don't think you can put a foot wrong. What we've done is we've made sure we've gone as low as we can, as low as we possibly can, just in case we sell out quickly. And we have, looking like that. We've gone even lower than your half price too, down to 17.85, but practically a sellout in moments there with our last 1 or 2 opportunities. You can get the last 1 or 2. Phone through 01733 797 100 or bid online on Hochanda.com and ensure that you've got yours. The only thing you've really got to remember is check out on the web of your basket. Congratulations.
Price lock.
And that was our last bidder coming through there was Tracy. Nice work, Tracy. You got it on your Spellbinders opportunity there. We've got a bit of a Spellbinders thread running through this hour, so do stay tuned. It's a bit of a special. Also, the Just Right brand, another brand that's been brought to us by the lovely folks at Creative Expression. The Just Right brand here in your high-quality stamps. These are big stamp sets as well. I've not seen this bundle before, ever together, so this might be a first one for you too. Yeah, I've just had that confirmation. This is also a brand new. I was just looking at some of the designs. Brand new to craft price drop, never before seen. Massively usable because you've got your frames, your sentiments here, and you can interchange your sentiments with your frames. So if you want a decorative frame, it's all well and good. If you'd like a rectangular or a swirly or an oval frame, use that. But you would then pop your sentiment into the middle with way to go, or celebrate, happy anniversary, dream big, happy retirement. Oh, that would be a day, wouldn't it? And then you've got your you did it. And then look at this, moving across. We love that garland design. Santa Claus is coming to town with all the houses and the trees, and you can see Santa with the reindeer just spinning around. That's a lovely circular stamp that we're looking at there. Look at this graceful reindeer here, and then nice, strong, almost like Dickensian and classic font that, isn't it, in the tall capitals, the slightly elongated capitals, quite Art Deco in one sense. And then you've got Holiday Magic, stop here, as opposed to stop there, which is what the police might say. Stop here, stop right there, believe, and then you've got naughty, nice, and then define. So you've got define nice or define naughty, you know. Yeah, define naughty. Can you define naughty for me? I don't know. So that's a nice little set there. And we'll have a look at the other 2 in a minute. I won't walk off yet, promise. So there comes our price plummet to get involved, to get us started here. Let's have a look at our other set right now at $59.99, taking it down by about £10. Oh, what's happening there? There you go. So these 2 sets here, when you come in, you can see they're really lovely curly swirly fonts, but you've also got a mixture of designs. So you've got your rose, you've got choose joy, I miss your face, oh, I miss your sweet face, like that, miss your face, kiss my face, you've got count on me, you've got bless your heart, never give up, I love that, never give up, and you're such an angel, you're on my mind, walk in faith. Love those sentiments on there. Shine your light. And then you've got your son, your wife, your sweetie, your mother-in-law, your daughter. So you can add in-law. And then you've got things like so proud, so blessed, so delighted. Your sweetie son, yeah. And you've got the I should be so lucky, as well as always and every day. And then I feel so thankful, or you make me so delighted. You make me real, mighty real. You make me feel mighty real. So yeah, down to $57.95. Can you imagine, like, you know, when you can write your own wedding vows? Wouldn't that be amazing to go, have the vicar or whoever's doing the thingy bob and say, and why would you be getting married? Because you make me feel mighty real. You know, kiss the bride. So that's like an Alan Partridge style wedding, isn't it? So £57.10 already. We're going to see what we can do for you while we drop the price. Let's not get the giggles yet, because it's only £7.35. If we get the giggles now, there'll be no going back. It's game over. It really is. So we started at 76 pence a stamp. We also started at 69.62, based on what we work out as to be the value, or what we know is the value to the bundle. But they're clear polymer stamps, quality stamps from Just Right. And we're now at 62 pence a stamp. Not where we want to be, really. Not anywhere, nowhere near what we want to be at. So 278580, make sure you've got the item number right when you're just popping it in your basket. Make sure you know what you're doing, or phoning through. Make sure you've got the right bid, right auction. Place a bid at any price, and then you'll be paying the same final low price as everybody else. You won't be going away empty-handed, as long as you come in early and make sure that you've got yours. That represents around about £10 a set, just above £10 a set. Not bad at all. Terry is there, and Terry's on Facebook, says, hello Matt, and also hello to all the early birds, all the early bidders out there, all the early birds watching on Facebook, on the TV, on Craft Price Shop, and I'm presuming all of the crew here, because Molly, our floor manager, for example, we get to work at 6. But Molly, you live a fair while away, don't you? Yeah? Molly's come all the way from France this morning. I was just making up something. So she got the early ferry. It's about an hour and a half drive for Molly, about an hour and a half drive for me, even on a Sunday when the roads are clear, when the lights are with you. We're at 4126, so wherever you've joined us from today, it's lovely to have your company. Let's go for it. Here we go. What will probably be, with only 4 spaces left, this could be the final plummet of the... Yeah, that could be the final plummet of the auction. That is a very, very good price indeed. Way less than £10 a set for just 33 now, 33.70. Trouble is, we are massively limited on stock here. We don't have enough for everybody, really. We've got 3 chances left. 01733 797 100. That's the way you can bid on the phone. And as soon as you come in, if you came in at, say, £40 or £50, you wouldn't be paying that. You'd just be paying the lowest price along with everybody else. That's never going to go back up again. It's £33.02. That's the most you will spend on this auction, including delivery, if you are one of our Freedom members, which means you've paid £6.97 a month. But you get unlimited standard delivery for everything that you order. Our price is at £32.17 now for all 4 stamp sets. So you had the sentiments, didn't you? The frames that you were putting them in. A lot of imagery there. But if you're just starting out in your crafting or looking to get, a new set, that's a brilliant offer.
Price lock.
There's no one watching who's going to be thinking that's a high price at all. That's £31.83. Everybody's going to be agreeing that is a superb offer, I'm sure. Sweet, absolutely brilliant. Seeing die cuts with a view. We're expecting this to be one of our busier auctions of the hour. Let's see if we're right or wrong about that. We might be wrong. Who knows? That's the whole excitement of it, really, on the live falling auction. DCWV, or Die Cuts with a View, this one's a bit shiny, there you go, is a wonderful brand, actually. You can see the brand up there, DCWV. And you make your own flowers with this, and they call them paper stacks or project stacks, because it's not just a paper pad where you've got a certain design on one page and a double-sided here or there, but it's actual projects running through it. So on the inside, you'll see that you've got the classic that you would expect. So paper sheets, yeah, the sort of designs that you would expect here. Lots of paper, lots of each colour and design. It is double-sided. As you run through the different, I'm trying to show you some of the different colours. just here. So obviously you've got the paper here for the leaves and things, for the greens. You've got the petals in the oranges, and then the reds as well. That's nice, isn't it? That sort of coral red. So you've got what you would usually expect from a paper pad and a design. But then the mottled pages there, the designed pages, the patterns that are built in. And you can make over 100 flowers with this. Here's when it comes in. Now it changes from what we normally expect from a paper pad. And by the way, I've been turning through pages galore here, which means that's how much we've already looked through. Look at that, because I've been skipping pages because a lot of them are repeats on colour because you get lots of multiples. Here is when your instructions start for your actual templates for your different flowers. So you've got your cut lines and your fold lines on a magnolia, the lovely poppy, lovely orchid. So you go through and you pick your colours of each page that you're making. You've got your tulips, all about the tulips. Ranunculus, yes, ranunculus. It's a good long word to know how to say this time of the morning. Your lily as well. Doesn't Joe from the Mill Shop Online have a daughter called Lily? Daffodil, and a son called Zach. It's funny the things you learn about people, isn't it? So it's good. It's good. Good when you're chatting, when you're doing live shows. Right. What's in our other one? Well, I'll leave that as being a mystery for you. No, I won't. Don't worry. Here we go. We'll get involved. But you've got all of your stencils now to get your outlines. They're all reusable stencils. Hang on a minute. I let go of that a bit quickly, didn't I? Can't do it. And then you've got all your patterned papers in there too to work with your stencils. So they're project books and paper engineering stacks, as opposed to just, here's a paper pad, do what you want with it. It'll guide you through, really, with the project. So there's your stencils. Do you want to know what some of those say? This one says here, oh, I'm a tag. That one says, I'm curly swirly. Oh, no, these ones you mean. Okay. I can't read those. I need to read the shadow. I love you. Thank you. Happy. You and me. You and me. That was my favourite programme when I was 3. You and me. And then we've got. Does that say good looking? Good looking. But it's good looking. So it's like a sort of the Joey Tribbiani version, like the Matt LeBlanc. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad we got that out of the way. So there it is on your tags and borders. So basically, we're looking at $19.99 each paper stack, right? Is that right? $19.99 plus means $39.98. Yeah, $19.99 per paper pad. But, and it's a big but, we're down to $29.98, including your delivery if you're with Freedom. It's the best kind. But go for it. On 01733, we said don't get the giggles, didn't we? We said don't. You're not allowed to get the giggles, because once you go, you go. That's it. You'll be out. Okay. So, plus your delivery, factor that in. But if you're with Freedom, which a lot of people are, to be honest, there are not that many people that buy without Freedom membership. And when somebody does, we're always a bit shocked. We're like, oh, look at that. Look, Marjorie in Brighton bought that and she's not a Freedom member, because you'd be paying $4.95 delivery, whereas $6.97 gets you unlimited standard delivery. So your die cuts with a view, DCWV, 12 by 12. You've got your stencils in one and your flowers in the other. Use your stencils to go around, you can see, with your pens, your pencils. You can even try going around some of them with a little craft knife if you're really careful, or a gyro cut. And then look at the box making and the real flower making, beautiful. 6 spaces only. If I had to say that the fastest selling paper pads that we've had and the project books and stacks that we've had have probably been DCWB on some of the shows, and we've never got enough. 6 only, and a price plummet, another price plummet means we're going even lower, down to £24 now. So down from £19.99 per project book, project stack, down to £12 each now, but we do only have the final 5, the last 5. So die cuts with a view, DCWB, well thought of, you know, an American company as well. So normally, well, I say normally, that's the wrong word to choose, sometimes quite difficult to source without extended delivery times and, let's say, increased shipping costs maybe. But you're getting die cuts with a view today, an American company and supplier, delivered to your door here in the UK, potentially for nothing, because you've already covered your delivery costs in your Freedom membership for £6.97. That's how good this deal is. At $23.22 for those very specific designs as well. And as soon as you read out a price, it becomes old news. Old news, because from $23.22 we go down even lower, this time hovering just under the £21 mark. We only have 2 left though, that's the problem. Balancing this falling price with the falling quantity. Don't miss out and don't let it go. And also, I forget to say this sometimes because we always get so busy. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in and being part of our auctions today. Also, another thing, congratulations if you managed to order something and actually get through in the time, because we've had some fast ones this morning, we have. Just 2 spaces left at £20 and 47p. You've got the full-on quality of die cuts with a view here. Don't think that you've missed out. And assume, oh, there's only one more, I'll never get it. You never, ever, ever know. Don't give up. Congratulations, sir.
Price lock.
Don't ever give up on an auction there. 2047 to order now. Hopefully hang on the phone line and check out on the web as well. We have, well, yeah, do you know what? This was very busy, a similar auction yesterday, extremely busy. So getting in there early is always advisable. Are you into your mixed media? Are you into your jewellery making? Are you into your power techs? Are you into your resin and jewellery making that way? The resin, pouring the resin in, mixing it, putting your glitter in, and making a really attractive medallion or design to pop on the card front, or I was going to say maybe to wear, but I don't know. I don't have the chest for it. But with your medallion design, build it into a card front, because they're heavy, but not too heavy. But definitely with power techs, with a bit of dry brushing. Just say. Okay, so you are getting 4 dies in this little set here. But you've got your bezels here in your different shapes. So the triangular bezel, the mitre bezel, and then the circular bezel. So pour the resin in. Pour your, the other thing is your, be careful when you're heating up metal, but you could pour your Gordon and Justin wonder crystals, big wonder crystals in there from Be Creative, or your ultra thick embossing powders maybe, but you can definitely make these look really, really pretty, make them look beautiful. Go over with a bit of gesso, get your what are the others called, the luscious powders. Go over with your luscious powders. It's always that, you know, moment, isn't it, that waiting. That's all right, isn't it? 1999. Yeah, we reckon definitely, but we're going to keep it moving though. Not stopping at £20, but we'll keep pushing it under, lower and lower. You've got everybody paying the same final low price on an auction with us on Craft Price Drop. So it doesn't matter when you come in with your media mixage bezel sets. You've got your set of 4 where you're getting your bezel shaped dies, your round circular dies, and then your bezels at $4.95 delivery, unless you're with Freedom, of course. We're just at $15.98. We had a similar bundle yesterday, and I can't quite remember. I think, I know, I'm not even going to guess where we closed, but I'm happy at $15.98. We've got 10 spaces only, though. Join us on 01733 797 100 or bid online on Craft Price Drop. feefo.com later on this morning at 11 a.m. and on Hochanda.com live now and on the TV. 425,909, your item number, just to check you got the right item, just to look at the bundle, just to see it at its start price, but to know that you're watching live now and you're watching that falling auction format that we've got craft price drop for you at £15.04. Only a handful of chances left though, and still, even with only a handful of chances, we will still price plummet for you. It ain't over until the end of the auction. We will still bring that price down as we see that price and quantity fall pretty much at the same time. Well done if you're already through, and thank you if you're already through. And a very, very good morning to you. Don't miss out on any auction. If you've already confirmed and you've already got yours, brilliant. Remember, nobody pays more than the final low price. Moving on to our next auction, probably in the next few minutes, but we've got time now for you. No, we haven't actually. Sorry, I thought there were 4 left. Goodness.
Price lock.
My goodness, yeah. I mean, you'd look away for a moment and suddenly it's all changed, but it happens, I guess, at 12:88. Well done if that was you coming in for that final one. Closing the auction much quicker than my brain was expecting this time in the morning. So we've got another live show for you coming up in about 10 minutes. I don't know where the last hour went, but 10 minutes. Julia Roworth from Crosspatch. She's in the studio next door. In fact, if we say, Julia! Yeah, she's going to think, oh. She'll hear that, because I know these walls, you can hear things through the wall. But yeah, Julia's probably sat in the set waiting now. But we need to go for it on our Spellbinders dies. You've got a massive selection here on your Impossibilities folders, not dies. These are reversible, so let me just explain that straight away. You've got 5 designs, but you haven't. You've actually got 10 designs, because on the inside of your folders, you've got another totally different design. So you've got motif A and motif B on the Elegance. So you've got 2 designs there. You've got more of a floral design there and more of a sort of ditzy design on the inside. A clever way of getting design A or design B in your Elegance. There we are. So that's the Elegance design. This is the Venetian, and the 2 designs in the Venetian are your sort of damask heart, and on the inside here you've got your sort of crosses. It's like a lattice, like a Moroccan lattice almost. But that's the Venetian design. Use these in most die cutting and embossing machines. That's how they're designed to work. $29.99 is our price point at the moment. It's a live falling auction. Who knows where it is going to end? This is the Ocean Dreams now. Ocean Dreams with an aquatic suggestion, with your shell-like and wave-like designs. And you can see how motifs are similar. So you've got this sort of spray here, this fountain design, larger, but then you've got it repeated here on this design here, but smaller and in different directions. So you can use them in conjunction with each other. And then last but not least, we've got another design over here. Again, 2 designs, design A and design B in your ornamental iron. There's the ornamental iron. So you can imagine on a black card with a bit of silver or gold gilding wax, you'll be bringing out the nice ironworks in that beautifully. The old ironworks. So yeah, that's the 4 different designs. I've got a 5th one over here as well that we didn't look at, so forgive me. You've got here the Valor or Bravery design. And you can see almost like a coat of arms style or a shield design. That's the Valor or Bravery. It's design A and design B. So you've got 10 different designs in 5 different folders for you. Let's find out how few we've got. Looking at the final 8 chances here. 8 chances for 10 designs at £25.64. So that's £2.50 a design. £5 a folder. Embossing folders are not always £5 a folder. It's a nice auction to potentially end on, in case this is the last auction and the only one we've got time for. 6 only before we go through to the studio and see Julia live in our main studio in about 10 minutes' time. Stay tuned. Cross-patch designs for soft crafters and sewers out there. Some lovely designs and patterns coming up. On Hochanda.com, place your bid there. We're at $19.99 now for 5 folders, 10 different designs. Now that's working out at £1.90 per design, or £4 a folder. Not too shabby, as opposed to very shabby when I look at myself this morning. So 10 designs, I know, 10 designs for 1975, 1963. Strong work if you've already got yours. 5 only down to 4. If you've got a regular die cutting and embossing machine, you've got the Grand Caliber, you've got any normal die cutting or embossing machine, you should be way to go on, as long as you work with your sandwich correctly. Build your sandwich correctly and they should be usable in most, if not all, die cutting and embossing machines for embossing your card. 665098. If you look for the bundle, it's normally $37.92, but today, 1903, as we move back with only 4 opportunities to get hold of yours. 10 designs, 5 folders, at that final low price that's going to be appearing there. $18.91. If that is where we're closing, brilliant. I'd be proud of that. Be absolutely proud of it. But it's not, because we've already got a bit lower. Down with only 2 chances now. Thank you so much if you've bid today on any auction. We've had bidders up and down the country, literally, pretty much every corner of the UK. You're getting unlimited standard delivery as a Freedom member. Wherever you are, you'll get whatever you've ordered delivered free of charge, as it were, because you've already paid for the cost of your shipping in your $6.97 joining fee for Freedom. Well done.
Price lock.
We reckon that was Bridget that got the final one there and closed our auction for us at $18.79. The hour has flown by, as it always does, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you love your craft price drop, do stay tuned and log on to the website later. I'll join you pretty much here, actually. Yeah, I'll be stood here at 11 AM this morning. We'll be broadcasting it on the web only, so there'll be regular shows going on our main channel, but there'll be a web only craft price drop hour today at 11 AM. It's going to be streamed live on Facebook as usual, but it's also on our craftpricedrop.com website. So yeah, you heard that right. If you're new to Craft Price Drop, finding Hochanda now, home of crafts, hobbies and arts, there's a craftpricedrop.com website where we'll be broadcasting at 11 AM this morning, so I hope you can catch us then. I had a little cheeky look at what's coming up, actually, and it's a nice little mix today, as we'll be happy to bring you those auctions and lots at 11 AM, so don't forget. We've got plenty of shows coming up today. We've got our one-day special going through the day on this main channel now. The Best of Tonic, it's the last day of the Tonic anniversary, celebrating a year since Tonic joined Hochanda. It's been a big one. So the Tonic Best of one-day special coming up for you at 9 AM this morning, 1 PM this afternoon, and also 5 o'clock for the final call. Don't forget, there's also a weekend wow, so I think I'll be seeing Jodie for that at 10 AM, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. But I'll see you in a couple of minutes now with Julia next door from Crosspatch. Oh yeah, I've just done this, but in a sort of roundabout way. Crosspatch Designs next, Tonic coming up on the one-day special, and then the Floral Aperture Weekend Wow coming up later on in 2 hours' time. Don't go anywhere, we'll see you in a bit.
Hi, I'm Sue.
And I'm Doreen. I named the company after my 2 daughters, Katie and Sue.
So we're a family business, Katie Sue Designs, based in the northeast of England, and we've been in business for almost 25 years now together. We started with miniature dolls and we moved through to paper crafting with Flower Soft, and then into silicone molds, which we make here ourselves. And they're award winning and we sell them to around 40 countries in the world. We're really looking forward to coming to Hochanda and showing you all a wide range of our products, everything from paper crafting to cake decorating, mixed media. So I hope you can join us and Noreen showing you all of the different crafting techniques.
Hi there, I'm Noreen, demonstrator for KBC Designs. I really can't wait to be able to show you all of the molds and all of the exciting things that I'm going to bring to you. Make sure you don't miss the Katie Sue shows on Hochanda.
These fantastic extra strong permanent glue tape pens are a massive 22 metres in length. This amazing value 3-pack of glue pens are super strong, double-sided and are suitable for use on all types of paper, card and are even strong enough to make boxes. To take advantage of this great deal, go to hochanda.com.
Hello, good morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Shall I move this one off the top for you, Julia?
Yeah.
Shall I do that? Cross-patch designs, brought to you by Julia Roworth here. I love our shows, Julia. And I do. You know when I say that to you and you say, I bet you say that to all the guests.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, yeah, maybe I do. But it's true. I do for different reasons.
Even the abuse I give you.
Yeah, you never give me abuse, never. Stay tuned and take notes as evidence.
Yeah.
So, Julia, just explain a bit of your background to those that have never met you. Why we're always so excited to see you.
Well, I don't know why you're excited, but
you bring in beautiful designs, lovely patterns.
I like nice fabric, and I design my own cushions and bags and stuff and quilts. And
It's from the heart, isn't it?
Oh
What
yeah,
you make,
yeah,
it's
definitely.
From the heart, as a quilter, as a sewer yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. And the fabrics that you find as well.
Yeah, they're all nice fabric. I do love a nice fabric.
Yeah, well, you see, that comes across in your shows, Julia, and we're just sort of panning across now at some of the different designs, some that those might find on the website as well if they shop by brand.
I think like 99% of it is on the website.
Okay,
So,
and then there's one secret one. You say the 1%. I think I know which one
Yes.
it is. It might be, or it might not be, the quilt that will be hanging up behind us in the demonstration area. In fact, we're just coming into shot
it's getting
now.
there.
It's coming.
Crank him up a bit. He's getting there.
We've got the bags, we've got the table runners, we've got a wonderful design.
Oh,
and
there
it's
it is.
that quilt just coming in now with the flowers, isn't it? So it's that quilt just hanging up. Tell us the story there, Julia. It's one recently.
I
isn't it?
decided to make a quilt on Thursday, and that's what happened, as you do.
Yeah. So,
And I'm trying to get organised because I'm doing Hochanda again in a month, and then I've got a big show in between.
Yeah.
So I thought if I make it now, it's one thing done, ready for next time.
well, give us your feedback on the quilt that we
Yes.
just saw there, studio@hochanda.com. If you want to see it on Julia's next show, we'll let us know. So, Julia, as quick as we can, so we can sit
Right.
down and start sewing as soon as possible, take us through what we've got.
So we've
In
got
the Woods, the
some.
first kit,
We've got
basically.
Into the Woods. We had them a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I went home and I found I'd hidden a load of fabric under a table, as I do. If you've been in my shed, you will know what I'm talking about.
So from having told us last month,
having
I've got no more.
I really didn't think I had no more. So there are a few more, but like limited, because I know I've sold some before the show today, so there's not many Into the Woods.
So we've been busy before the show.
Yeah.
Make a cushion or make
Or
a
a
bag.
bag.
And here's the bag as well, the Into the Woods. It's the lovely hairs design. Oh, you've got the two choices, haven't you?
So there's a grey or a blue.
Yeah.
In that one. So you can make either or. If you're making the bag, you need to add your own lining.
Okay, so add your own lining either way. Okay,
So-
so there we go, you've got your hair just there. Very nice. So you've got the two colourways in the cushion, actually. You can see them very clearly. In
So
your blue
yeah, you can
or the
make
grey.
either. Yeah, that's it.
In the woodland grey and the woodland blue. So woodland blue and woodland grey. So that's your two colourways there. For it, 958244 is your item number. We do have a couple more behind us, don't we?
Oh,
over our
the
shoulder.
deer print.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Which
sort of
are
cute, it's more of a cute, isn't it?
the
It's
cute,
just
very cutesy Lewis and Irene ones.
up here. So you've got your grey and your yellow.
That one, there's very little left of that.
Okay, very little left there.
Yeah.
But
And then there's the pink,
Pink and mint.
mint. That's it.
okay. And underneath, I'm going to say blue and white.
Blue and white. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's what we called it.
Yeah, blue and white. Details are on your screen when it spins around on the left. You'll see blue and white, pink and mint. There's a lot for me to remember here, forgive me. Grey and yellow. And then you've got your grey and blue in your woodland fabric there. And you could make either a bag or a cushion. The only thing to mention, you've got enough for your backing fabric for your cushion, but if you're making it as a bag,
You need
add your
some
lining.
lining fabric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. So 958244. I was so
That's
confused.
confused everybody at
I
this
was-
time of morning.
When I was prepping the show this morning,
What
I
are
was
they on?
massively confused. But basically, you can be
Yeah.
making a cushion or a bag,
Yeah.
and you've got the choices that you've seen, and you've got the pattern to make either. So yeah, 958244, your item number to order. So we've gotten into the woods.
Now we're out of the woods.
Okay. Tell us what we've got
So
here. then, Julia.
it's the same range of fabric but different,
Right.
if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Everyone's drinking their coffee thinking, what is that woman talking about? So this time we've got a blue or a green colourway. So
Okay.
there's the blue one.
So the blue one in this cushion, yeah, that's
just
lovely,
drop
isn't
the
it? Let's
pattern
drop the pattern, yeah, well done.
And again, you can make, there's slightly more fabric in this kit, so you can make the bag. Again, you'll need to add lining.
Yeah.
And I had a load of leftovers, so I made a little pin cushion as well,
Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful.
because there was more fabric left over. So
Yeah.
again, you can make either design.
Use that-
you can make the cushions in the same design as the bag is. It's however you prefer.
But use the extra fabric to
Yeah.
maybe make a long strap or
Or
something
make
that
the-
you could
make the
clip on,
handles
or make
longer.
make
Yeah,
a pocket for the
Yeah,
inside,
exactly.
or longer handles. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got the lovely green option as well. So it's either or in your out of the woods. Make a cushion or make a bag. Blue is the most popular at the moment. Interesting. Stay tuned. I was thinking the spring green would be very popular
Yeah.
actually, but hey ho. Yeah, blue is out in the lead. $18.99 plus delivery to order. 484887 to get in there now. And we said we were going to zip quite quickly for the start,
Right.
didn't we, Julia?
Okay, let's go then.
Now we've got the garden journal.
journal.
You've given us a bit of added value here, haven't
Well,
you?
I used to do 3 separate patterns for a garden journal, a baking journal and a sewing journal.
Yeah.
And because I had all this lovely gardening fabric, I thought, I'll make that garden journal with it.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, well, why don't not just put all the templates in one pattern? So if you buy the kit, you'll get the templates for the other 2 as well.
Very nice. So
So-
1 kit and 3 templates.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
make, whether it's baking that you're into, or stitching that you are into, or your gardening. Let's hold that up so that we can see. So lovely if you're making to sell or making for a friend. You
Yeah,
reckon?
exactly.
Are we allowed to do that sort of thing then?
I
or
prefer just to sell for charity, but
Okay,
obviously
that's
you can
fine.
make as many as you want.
That's why we asked the question,
Yeah,
Julia.
okay.
So yeah, make money for a charity that
Yeah.
way on your angel policy.
But in the kit, the fabrics are only these gardeny fabrics is what you're getting. You're not getting there's no choice as such.
No. Yeah,
just
yeah.
like-
You're getting. Yeah, we should say. In fact,
Yeah.
a good way of representing that is by looking at the
Yeah,
actual kit.
yeah.
So you will get the kit to make your gardening journal that we've just held up there, but you've got the pattern.
You've got the
you've got
templates
the
for the
template to
stitchery.
make
Yeah.
the stitchery for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
baking or the stitching. Okay. So yeah, you've got the full kit there to make your gardening book cover.
You just need a bit of wadding
journaling.
for that.
That's the only thing you're adding.
That's the stitching thread for your machine, obviously.
You've
But you
got
get
your-
the perlé thread with
Yeah.
it
You've got the thread for
Yeah.
the actual panel,
for the stitchery.
but the thread for actually putting it all together, add that. Yeah, and you order.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in business. 754181 is your item number to order there. Very, very busy on that option, indeed. Now, you know how busy, or you know how popular panels are on the shows, don't you, Julia?
Well,
We
no,
love
I
a good
didn't
panel.
until we spoke about it this morning, because I don't normally buy many panels.
Yeah.
But I saw that one and I just love it, because I bought all the fabric as well.
Yeah.
And it's it's my gardening theme today.
Yeah,
so
should we I'll hold it up for you.
we're on a theme.
I was just explaining to Julia, I just said, keep your eye on this panel, because panels are always one of the first to go in a show. With your My Back Porch panel. I love how you've added your own flavour to it, because just explain what you've added here.
Well, I've just put some butterflies on. I just wanted to add a bit to it. So what you'll get if you buy the panel, you'll get the binding fabric, and you'll get the fabric to do some applique as well. Yeah. And then there's some notes that come with it telling you how to put the binding on and just giving you the applique template. That's nice. So if you're a beginner and you know something... It's a good beginner project, and it looks really pretty. Yeah, it looks really nice. And it's already got the imagery on it, of course, because your panel is there. What you're adding is your butterflies and your binding around the edge, the actual border of the frame. It's lovely, that. So what you're getting, if I take that away... So there's a choice of bind. The kits will come with, depending on which one you get, they'll have a different binding in, but they'll all, obviously the panel's all the same, and then you'll get the applique fabric for the butterflies, and you'll get the instructions how to put the binding on. Okay. And how to make it up. Yeah. I don't know how this sort of migrated its way over, but that's our next item that's coming over. So yeah, you've got it all here in your kit. So I'm adding my wadding and I'm adding my thread, basically. Is that right? Yeah, you need some backing as well. Oh, and the backing fabric. Cool, thank you for clarifying. I just put some calico on the back of mine. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at that. Yeah, just some plain calico works a treat, doesn't it? Because you've got those sort of warmer colours. Okay, so your item number is there. It's 540785 to order now on the lovely My Back Porch panel kit. And then you've got, next up, you've got your zigzag table runner now. Yes, but it's also known as the Promise of Spring. We've done it before, yes. But because I was trying to do a set of things, and it just matches the pattern, those lovely gardeny, florally fabrics. Love that. And you've got your, if I just show the other end, because you've got your vase here, the jug vase with your flowers, seemingly upside down, but there's one on the other end as well, so they're opposites. And that's got a lovely finish to it. It's a nice pattern, that. So that's got pre-cut fabric. So again, if you're a beginner, it's quite a simple project to start with. Oh, that's nice. It's quite easy to do. You haven't had to invest in your rotary blades and stuff, because if it's all because they're all pre-cut. The only thing you've got to cut out is your applique. That's good. So you're only going to need scissors for that. Oh, and you've got the Osnaburg in there too. So that's what the applique is, the Osnaburg. Yeah, go around your jugs. That's the jug on that end, and the other jug as well. Okay, lovely stuff. The zigzag, this is the confusion, zigzag table runner, also known as the Promise of Spring table runner. So don't worry, don't think that you're getting one thing or not getting another. The Promise of Spring named there, but you can see on the details, zigzag table runner. It's all easy. £21.99 plus delivery gets you the full kit to make that we just ran through. What would I add to that then? Backing and some wadding. Wadding. I just used some iron-on wadding on that. And next up, real quick, I love a good embroidery project here, Julia. Tell us what we have. The Four Seasons Stitchery. So you can either do it in blue in the kit. There's a blue one, and then I've just made that into a long runner. But you've got quite a lot of fabric, so you can make the bigger version. I just ran out of time. I didn't have time to make a big one in blue. Don't ever apologise, Julia. The work that you put in. So you've got the hand-dyed thread, Sue's hand-dyed thread. A pre-printed panel. Sue's a friend of yours, isn't she? Yes. Hand-dyed in Wales, that is. Yeah, exactly, yes. Beautiful, so you've got the pre-printed pattern Pre-printed panel. Panels. Yeah. And then obviously the templates in the pattern as well. That's the hand-dyed thread. And there's your pre-cut And they're all pre-cut. So if you're making this version, they're just ready to sew. The other version, I've cut them in half. Okay, well that's the blue version, and then you've got the. I'll just fold that for you, Julia. That's the blue option. You've got your floral option here as well. So cool blues, and then your warmer florals. I'll move that cushion for now. Just move that out of the way a minute. Yes, because that will confuse us. Yeah. But there you go with your prairie points going around the edge. That is then. You're so technical. Wow, I'm so impressed. I've learned it from you, Julia. I've learned it from you and our lovely other guests on our softie shows. So yeah, 236190 your item number. That's the floral option now. That's a great little mosaic of colours, isn't it? Those colours are beautiful. They're really. Both the kits have got Macawa fabrics, but it's the same designer, American lady. Laundry basket quilts. Very happy. And they're both her pair sets of fabrics, and they're just gorgeous.
You can see the teamwork between them.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that as intended, as the instructions and pattern intend, that's brilliant. If you wanted to go for it,
You can
and
do
make it
your
as a cushion,
own.
you can.
That's just one that I've done out of some random fabric at home.
It's so nice. As
So you
another
can,
option.
yeah, you can buy the pattern and the panel on its own. So if you want to put your own,
A table runner, a
Yeah,
mat, a cushion,
yeah.
it's up to you. We like it. 24.29 including your delivery if you're with Freedom, and it's 236190 to order. Go onto the web because this is just a little selection of what Julie has brought us to today. A lovely, lovely selection of treats. What you have is a little selection across now. You've got your My Back Porch panel kit there, just to remind you on what we've just seen. You've got the Four Seasons table runner and mat kit as well. You've got the Zigzag table runner kit that is also known as the Promise of Spring. And then the Walk in the Woods, either make a cushion or a bag. We're going to be sewing for the next hour or so, so if you've got any questions for Julia, now's the time to get them in, studio@hochanda.com, or mention it on Facebook, and we'll see the comment, and we might well be able to put the question to Julia during this live show. Julia, what did you want to show us first?
I'll just quickly go over how to make the cushion / bags.
All right, with the woodland fabric.
Yeah, with the woodland fabric. If you're doing the out of the woods one, you start with a 5-inch square in the middle.
Right.
The into the woods one, you start with a 10-inch square in the middle. But on
It's all in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all in there, but I just want to make sure that you cut your fabric right for the 5-inch one. You've got, this is the fabric that's in the middle and on the outside. So before you start, if you just cut a 5-inch square off one end, don't leave it folded in half and cut a 5-inch square off there, because then you're going to have to join the rest of your fabric back up to do the borders. So I just wanted to put, it does say it in the pattern, but I just wanted to, if you're like me and you never read the pattern. So if you just cut one off the end, trying to cut sitting down.
You would usually stand up, wouldn't you?
I'd normally stand up. I find it really, I don't know why I find it so hard to cut sitting down. So that will be the middle of the cushion. And then these bits, just check that the strip is 5 inches, because you want 2.5-inch pieces. When I've cut it, I might have got a bit, might have given you a bit extra.
Okay.
But I'm
Wouldn't be the first time, do you?
No.
You're so generous in your kits. Yeah.
I try to be. So that needs to be 2.5. So they should be 2, so I can put them to one side for afterwards. So there's, start with our middle square, and then the rest of your fabric is 1.5-inch strips. So it's up to you which bit you put where, to be honest. But I'm going to start with this one. And I tend to cut it as I go around, because everyone's sewing machines sew differently.
Yeah.
So if I sew something on this machine and then finish it off on another machine, the measurements are always different.
Right.
It doesn't matter how careful you are.
It comes back to when you make your decision at the start, just
Yeah.
stick to it, isn't it? If you-
Exactly. Because this machine, the 1/4-inch, the foot, the needle moves, whereas on the others it's down to the foot. So it always, on my faff, it's a really thin 1/4-inch seam, and on this one it's quite a generous one. Make sure I've put it on 1/4-inch, yes. So if you sew, I tend to do it, I sew a strip side to side first and then top to bottom, or you can sew the side strip and work your way around. It doesn't matter, basically. So I would normally, I cut it as I go around.
Right.
To make sure I don't waste anything.
Yeah, and it's sort of cutting down on any measuring. You're just doing it by eye. You're just doing it naturally. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're not, I mean,
and
obviously.
it's size as you go.
Yeah. I mean, the first piece is easy because it's 5. You know, you've cut 5 inches.
Yeah.
But that's the way I would go. And if I'm going round in a clockwise direction, I mean, you could have a different patterned fabric on each border as well. You don't have to stick to the same. So basically, we just keep going round. I'll cut that off.
Always amazed at the amount of work you put in, Julia. I mean, when you say, "Oh, I didn't have time to do this in a large one," or I've only made a cushion in this, but you could also do, you know, you put in so much effort behind the scenes on the show.
I
Julia,
do try.
Always. And I think that deserves a mention on the show, just while we're demonstrating, just during the calm moments that we have now.
Of you, Matt.
Well, I think you deserve the mention, Julia, because also in the kits, the price points that you managed to hit. Knowing that you've got the fabrics in there, it's a kit, so you've got everything you need. You might need to add your wadding here or your back of fabric there, but you've already pre-cut the pieces down.
A lot of them, a lot of them, it does
measuring and time.
It does
You've
take.
got that ready to go.
I get through an awful lot of rotary blades. I think about 2 a day last week.
No.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And I bought titanium ones as well, thinking they'd last longer. But
titanium rotary blades, the toughest material known to everybody, known to sewers anywhere.
Yeah, I killed them 2 a day. Yes.
My word.
Yeah. So you get the idea. You just keep going round until you get to this stage when we're on the last round now. So I've gone all the way. So this is where you need your the strips that you've cut before.
Yeah.
So these will go on now. I'm just seeing which way have I done it, side to side. So if I sew them on.
This is the cushion stroke bag kit that we're working with at the moment. The Out of the Woods with lovely hairs on it. And you've got the green or the blue option. This is the lovely blue, obviously.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty blue, very soft. I can see why it's the favourite, but I do love the green.
Yeah, the blue is extremely busy, actually. I mean, it's the one we've had the closest look at, so I'm not surprised it's the one that we've looked at most.
I know when we did the Into the Woods blue went straight away.
Yeah, it went, didn't it?
Yeah.
I remember. I didn't even have a chance to show that, because I think I joined you on your second show.
Oh, of
and it
course,
had already sold out. I was there sort of prepping my show earlier on that day, thinking, oh, I'll learn all this, and then none of it was left.
You didn't need it. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Don't worry. As long as people got it.
Got it good.
Yeah, let us know if you have made it already, actually, because Julia was here a few weeks ago.
That'd be
Into the
interesting.
Woods fabric. And it's the really the different options that you have on there. You've got quite the cute option with the deer. If you've already made your cushion or bag, let us know. Send us a picture. We are interested. Honestly, we want to see it. So Facebook or studio@hochanda.com to get in touch.
Yeah, those.
This is the Out of the Woods option.
We're out of the woods now.
Yeah. Where there are 2 options: the blue or the green.
And I promise you this time there is no more. There's definitely no more.
Yes.
This is gone. There's none hidden under the ironing board.
Yeah,
I checked. I double
explain,
checked.
Just to explain, when Julia sold out of this fabric last time she was here, you were here like a month ago or something.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Genuinely, she thought, that's it, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
And then, you know what it's like, you know.
People know me know what chaos I work
where was
in.
it? Did you say it's in your shed?
It was under the well, I call it. It's a very nice shed. It's quite a posh shed, but.
Right. But so, you know, you think you've got no more, but then you find
it was on a shelf, and I put the ironing board in front of the shelf, and then I pulled it. Well,
there's I recognise that.
Yeah. Oops.
That's good.
So I'm nearly finished. If I quickly sew these last 2 on, then I can show how to cut it.
Right.
And I'll try not to do it wrong. When I made that quilt the other day, you have to do it. It's very similar to doing this, and you have to cut the blocks in half.
Yeah. The one where the quilt behind us.
Yeah. And I cut a whole block wrong because I decided that half of 9.5 inches was 4 1/4.
Right then.
Boom.
Okay.
And it's not, obviously. It's not.
No, it's not. Just to let you know your different colour options here, not to interrupt Julia at all, but he is going very quickly, so just in case you're thinking, quick, I want to know how to get this, just to mention, this is green or blue, so I want to show you both options, because it can be a bit confusing when you've got so many options. 484887, and this is literally the last of the fabric. It's a brilliant value. As you can see, the price points for the kits, these are full-on kits, for £18.99. Julia, the blue option at the moment, I don't want to scare you, Julia, but 80% of the blue
Yeah, no, they've just asked
gone.
me if I've got any more, and I promise you I haven't.
Did they? Oh, gosh.
I promise you, I know I haven't. I know I've cut it. Yeah, we're just having a chat. No.
So it's all been cut, and that's it, 80%
It's
gone.
all cut and packed in kits ready to go.
What else was I going to ask you, Julia? Oh, yeah, just clarify what else I'd need to add to my kit then. I know I've asked you this a million times
For the
before.
cushion, just buy some cushion filling.
Right.
Or toy stuffing.
Or upcycling the existing cushion.
Well, I do. I keep things that I've made years ago. They're looking a bit sad. Have all been cut to pieces.
Yeah.
I like to put wadding on the back. If I this is that's the Into the Woods version.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
we're
I've-
out of the woods at the moment, so this is Into the Woods. Yeah.
The way you can see how I've left it like that, so you can see how I make it.
Yeah, there's your wadding.
So I've just put some wadding on the back, and then I quilt it without putting any back. You don't need to put backing on it to quilt it. So I've just done free motion quilting on it.
That's nice.
It just makes it. They sit better with the stuffing. The stuffing doesn't go bumpy inside, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's nothing worse than a bumpy,
Yeah,
lumpy.
you don't want a lumpy cushion.
And then you can see the little deer one as well. The
And
pink.
here's the deer. That's really cute. This is Into the Woods fabric now, so we've changed the details on the left-hand side of the screen. There are actually quite a few options on this fabric. And it's Into the Woods. It's all a walk in the woods is the general name for the fabric collection. This is the Into the Woods option, so 958244. And that option there is the pink and mint. I'm just glancing behind me to see it as well. Yeah, pink and mint on that with the deer. Pink and mint. Now, at risk of confusing you, so we just saw Into the Woods. We are out of the woods with the demonstration that Julie is holding. Out of the woods.
Yep. And we're nearly out of the kits as well, I think, aren't we?
And we are nearly out of the woods option because it's the blue is limited stock in blue. So surprised, spring green. I thought that would.
I love
fly
that
out the
green.
door.
It's really fresh.
Yeah. But loving the blue, yeah, I can't.
I'll have to use it just to. I'll use this to show how to cut it, and I'll try not to do it wrong. So, I need to cut it in half. So it's 5 less half an inch is 4.5. So it's 2 1/4 inches, isn't it? 2 1/4 inches pre-coffee. I can't count.
Oh no!
So
You've got a coffee lined up for after this show.
Yeah, I've got to race back and pick my driver up from the B&B.
Okay. Yeah, you say you're a driver. Yeah.
Simon, are you up yet?
The other half. Yeah.
So I'm cutting.
The driver sounds terribly posh, doesn't it?
Yeah, my chauffeur.
My chauffeur.
So yeah, if you just don't worry about finding halfway from there, just do halfway in your square. So just worry about the 2 1/4 inches. If you were making the big version, obviously that's when it's half of 9.5 inches.
Yeah.
That's where I went wrong the other day.
Okay, it's easy to, but you've got your full instructions, don't worry. The blue is technically gone at the moment, so the blue, the one that we're demonstrating with here, is technically sold out currently, so hopefully you've already got yours. If you have got it in your shopping basket, check it out as soon as you can, because all the stock is now allocated on the blue option. Green is still thankfully available, and the green option is really lovely. It's the same, but the only difference is the colour.
Yeah, so I've cut it in half once, then I'm going to cut it in half again. So I've cut those two. I'll just cut that one. So another 2 1/4 there. Okay.
Make sure you, I think the phrase is measure twice, cut once.
Yeah, I know. I had that in my head several times on Thursday.
Yeah.
And the air was quite blue.
Luckily, that's never filtered through to your live shows, Julie.
That's a miracle.
Yeah.
So, and then just keep 2 like that, and then twist the other 2 so they're facing in the opposite direction. Yeah. And that's all you do to get the pattern.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Lovely combination. I mean, this is the way that pattern collection fabric collections just work, don't they?
Well, because the work's done for you, isn't it?
She's
they've designed beautiful fabrics. These are Macawa. Again, I've got lots of Macawa fabric today. These are Macawa fabrics as well.
What? It's not cold blue, is it?
No.
There's a warmth to it because you've got that sepia tea stain.
Exactly. It's got like a tea stain effect on the fabric, because I kept thinking I've dropped something on that, but I haven't, because it's got a tea stain.
So there we go. If you're making a cushion for a living room where people enjoy lots of hot drinks, this is the perfect fabric to use, because you could spill it all over the place. It's like, hey, it doesn't matter, never mind, just rub it in. It'll be fine. That's why I wear nice dark shirts.
I think
I'm
not.
always spilling stuff.
So
Julia, well, just give you a bit
right.
of a moment to yourself. You've got a plan for what you want to do next, but you need to have a little think and
I've got several drawers full of different examples. I think I might. I ran out of time to do yo-yos last time, so we'll do a quick yo-yo for the journal.
Yeah, all right then. All right. So we look forward to that, because I missed that as well, because we ran out of time on the yo-yo, so that'd be good. I remember the day. So yeah, we've got already had a sellout, unfortunately, but the journal that we've just mentioned, this is the journal pattern now. It comes the pattern with the thread, okay? So you're not getting the kit here, because if you just want the pattern, but it does still come with the perle thread. It's a lovely option to go for this. You get the freedom price on it as well, £9.89 including postage, to go for this as a freedom member, 878930. It could be your baking journal, it could be your stitching journal or gardening journal. You've got the fronts for all of them. And then there's the table runner kit. This is the Four Seasons table runner kit, where you get the printed embroidery pattern already, but then you get the instructions as well. So if you don't want the fabrics, pre-cut and threads as well, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because they're really good value in the bundle, but if you do just want the pattern and the background for your embroidery, it's £10.99 plus delivery, 604280. So I haven't got Julia with me this time, so this is a test for me now to see if I was listening 2 hours ago when we prepped the show and half an hour ago when we did the show. Into the woods, out of the woods, walk in the woods. Let's try and get them all in the right order so you know what you're getting hold of. Okay, this is into the woods, okay? We were just demonstrating with out of the woods, but this is into the woods. With the into the woods fabric, it comes from the Walk in the Woods fabric collection, okay? So that's why it says Walk in the Woods there. It's the whole general collection is Walk in the Woods. This is the Into the Woods now on the left-hand side of the screen. You've got a walk in with a cushion or a bag that you're making. Here, you get the fabrics that are cut down with your Osnaburg as well to back your cushion. If you're making a cushion, you've just got to add your thread into your machine and your filler for your cushion. So like a cushion insert. That's the only thing you've got to add, your thread and your cushion insert, because you've got the Osnaburg fabric for the back, okay? You've got the front and back sorted. If you're making a bag, the cushion instructions double up to make a bag, so you can make your bag handles. That's what would have been your cushion front as well. That's what would have been your cushion back. So the only thing you're adding to this, if you are making it as a bag, is your lining fabric. And as you can see, a nice simple calico will do the job. On a cream calico or like a grey cotton poplin, that would work, wouldn't it? You have a look at our website for your cotton poplins. So yeah, and maybe some wadding or stabiliser or something in there you might want to add if you're making it as a bag. 958244 is your item number. There are loads of colour options here. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, you've got your deer print in the grey, yellow, and in the blue. So, running through the colour options, if we're spinning around on the details on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see them. The one that we're on right now, 958244, you're looking at your blue, that's in the woodland blue. So the bottom of the screen over here, you can see the words just down here, woodland blue and woodland grey. That's woodland blue and woodland grey. Woodland grey, extremely busy. I mean, scarily busy, woodland grey. That could be our next casualty that we lose. 60% of the woodland grey is already gone. Order it now. Don't let that go. The other options over this way. So you'll be able to see here the lovely cute deer. So the top one, that's the mint and pink in your deer design. Below that, you've got your grey and yellow. That's the grey and yellow in the deer. Then you've got your blue and white, and the deers are so sweet. They're just standing up there, tottering around on their legs, and then look, they're just sort of crouched down, tucked in, hooves tucked in. So those are the three options with your cute deer in the colourways just there. So 5 different options that we've run through. Those 3 and these 2. You can make a cushion or a bag. Just decide when you get it. It's easy. Nice, lovely stuff. 958244. Next, we've got Out of the Woods. Or have we? Because we've sold out of the blue, which is good because it gives me a chance to focus on the green. I'm liking the green, the fern, the sage, the lovely delicacy of it, the olive green to it. We like the green. It's a good spring-like colour. So say it, go on. We like the green. Show me the green. Show me the green cushion. So you have everything you need already cut down to size here. You've got your backing fabric. I think yes, yeah, you do. There it is. The Osnaburg for your backing fabric. So all you need to think about is your. That's so sweet. It's a lovely, lovely little motif on the back. All you need to think about is your cushion insert. So upcycling existing cushion or. And your thread into your machine. 30% of the green option has now gone. We've lost the blue option completely, sold out, and that's it. It can't return because Julia, she ain't got no more. That's it, it's sold out. So the green is the only one available. Right, so your item number to order there is 484887. Next, we've got the garden journal. You get the full kit. This is what amazes me about the prices with Julia, because you've got the full kit. And we can zip through these as well. You've got the full kit here, already cut down to size. She still managed to get the price at $18.99. Forgive me, but I don't know how she's done that. If you agree and you want to make your order, it's item number 754181. So you get... Oh, hang on, I thought I was holding up the garden one. I didn't look properly at the colours. That's the gardening journal. OK. So that's what you're getting the kit for. You've got your buttons, you've got your pearly thread, you've even got the watering can metal embellishment there, and all the fabrics. That's what you will make with your gardening journal, all right? However, these instructions carry a template to make it into a baking journal or a stitching journal. Okay. So 754181. If you want to make more than one later, you've got the pattern instructions to do it. You get the full kit though for $18.99 to make this one. Ordering now is well advisable, especially on panels. We know how busy panels can get. This is the My Back Porch panel kit. You've got the fabric to make applique shapes with your butterflies. You've got the fabric to do your binding on your frame. And you've also got a little bit of Osnaburg. I can't remember what that's for now, so let's hold up the panel. I think it might have been for the butterflies. Oh, is that just the panel? Where's the finish? Oh, is it for the butterflies? Thank you, Julia. That is the finished one, isn't it? Oh, it's underneath. Underneath this way. Forgive me, I'll be back in a minute, sorry. It's down here somewhere. There you go. So I was just playing up. It was right there. It wouldn't have taken that long. There it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. So you've got your Osnaburg for your butterflies there as well on your My Back Porch panel. 540785, your item number. What about that? The full kit for $26.99. Add your own backing fabric, add your own thread and wadding. But other than that, you've got it all. 540785 to order that now. Just put that down there. Moving on to the zigzag table runner. The zigzag table runner here, also known as the Promise of Spring. The Promise of Spring table runner here. This is the kit for you. Add your own wadding, add your own thread, but you've got your backing fabric and you've got your actual. Add your own backing fabric rather, but you've got your Osnaburg there to make your jugs for your flowers, just here for your table runner. $21.99 plus delivery for it. It's 872220. And there's the zigzag table runner. Okay. Nice. So, item number on that, as we put it safely down there, is 872220 to get that. $21.99 plus delivery to order now. On your spring, it's the spring, isn't it? Oh no, the Four Seasons. I knew it was something to do with seasons. Four Seasons stitchery. You can make it into a cushion, but we'll get to that in a minute. There are two colour options on your table runner. This is the blue on your Four Seasons table runner. You can make it into a mat or a cushion if you want, but here it is as a table runner. This is it in the blue. There's your thread, and there's the pre-printed panel as well, and you get your pre-cut pieces too. So all of that work already gone into it before you've even made your table runner. 236190 to order it now. That's in the blue option. This is the floral option now, and the floral option is, oh my goodness, I mean, look at this. Oh, it's such warm, strong colours, such bold colours on it as well. If you're a beginner, you know, go for it. You've got your pieces that are cut down to size. They're not pre-cut because, you know, you'll be doing a little bit of cutting here to get into squares, but they're already cut them down to size. You would literally just be cutting them in half. You've got your dyed thread. This is dyed in Wales, hand dyed in Wales, and you've got the pre-printed panel to make this panel and embroider that panel on the front. You can make the table runner or a mat, it's up to you. You've got the instructions to do either. 236190, but one option is to make it into a cushion as well. 2429, including delivery. 236190. Have a look at the web. It's Hochanda.com, home of crafts, hobbies and ours. You've got your full kits, your patterns. If you're getting a pattern, for example, you might get the perle thread with it. For example, that's with the garden journal pattern. You get the ball of thread included. The quilt behind me and Julia as well is, we think, the only thing that's not available if you shop with Julia today or shop by brand, but it might be something that's available on a future show, maybe in a few weeks' time. Julia, you reckon?
Am I here? 1st of June next.
That one. 1st of June, you reckon?
Yes.
That's too long. We need to look at that.
No, because I'm doing Malvern in the middle of May.
I see.
That's why.
Okay, so it's your choice. All right.
Yeah. No, don't give me a nervous breakdown. I'm already on the edge.
Pushing her too far. But the quilt here is just a bit of a tease on. If you love it, maybe. If not, we won't.
You might hate it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if it's not on June the 1st, there's a reason. But we love it. I think it's mesmerising. Love the shapes and the patterns to it. Okay, Julia, what would you like to show us?
Just on the journal,
yeah.
When you get the kit, obviously you've got a load of long strips and you need to cut them in half because they're 42 inches long, so just cut them all in half and then they're just joined together. This is just to show how I've done it. Just join them together so that they will cover your journal. I think most of those A5 journals are A5 size, so that is basically that kind of...
Basically look at the height of what you're wrapping.
Yeah, you need to make sure you can put your journal in there and then fold a bit over just so that it holds, and give it a bit of slack so you can get the journal in and out of it.
Yeah, don't need to be tight fit.
So all I've done is I've sewn enough strips together and then again done my quilted on to the wadding. And the lining, you'll get a choice. All the fabrics are this design, but there's slightly different colourways. I think I've got one. Which drawer did I hide them in?
Extremely busy on this journal, by the way, while we're looking for
there it is.
Half of stock gone on it.
So they're all, as you can see, they're the same fabric design.
Yeah.
Just a slightly different colourway, but you don't really see it because it's inside anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no complicated joining if you're a beginner, really. If you just want to make the journal cover, it's joining strips together, putting the inside right sides together and turning it inside out. It's an easy project to do. So if you want to do something quick for friends, obviously the stitching takes a bit longer.
Yeah.
But if you're making gifts or something.
Yeah. I think it's a very personal thing as well. And it's something, if you are making it and you put the time into making it and you don't do that much sewing, but you're getting back into it now, because it's something you can take with you. You've got it in your bag. It might be a diary cover or a journal cover where you've got it literally with you all the time.
Exactly.
And you can get it out and show it to people.
The ties are just, I've picked one strip that I've kept from the journal. You'll have about 3 of these left over. Instead of using like ribbon or something, I wanted to use the fabric to match. So all it is folded in half and then in half again. And then I'll just top stitch it down. So that will make the ties. And then the yo-yos, if you haven't, you can buy gadgets like this. If you haven't got a yo-yo gadget, there's a...
It was this. Just keeping it to yourself today, aren't you, Julia? It's like, you know, there it is.
I'm not a brilliant fan of gadgets, but those yo-yo gadgets are particularly good.
Okay.
There's
Yo-yo
one
gadget, not go-go gadget.
Not go-go. Go-go gadget. No.
Yeah, it's been decades.
If you haven't got one of those handy gadgets, just cut out the template out of the pattern, draw around it and cut about 1/4 of an inch around the circle, and then with an iron, if you just press over onto the card so that you've got your edge, and then I'm just going to sew all the way around and gather it up.
Yeah, we missed the chance to see the yo-yo last time. Last time you were here, I think.
I was like, it's the counting down and 5 seconds to go, and I didn't quite make it in 5 seconds.
We were literally rushing it right at the end, weren't we?
Didn't
feel right.
Use a thicker thread, because if you use a really cheap thin thread, and when you pull it up at the end, it'll snap.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I've done that before.
You need to, because you're pulling.
Because you're pulling it quite tight. So I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. So I've just used the perlé thread that you've got in the kit for the stitchery, because it's nice and strong, which is what I'm using.
And you've got it, you might as well use it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you've got plenty.
Yes, if you buy just the pattern with the thread, you get a bigger ball of the thread, and that'll do all three, should do all three easily.
No problem.
It's a lot easier to stitch with as well. If you stitch with DMC, you have to strand the thread, so break it down, which I find a bit of a pain. The perlé, it's just ready to go. There's no splitting thread or anything. All right, getting there.
It doesn't take too long to go around.
No. And obviously you can make smaller ones or bigger ones, just depending on the size of the circle.
The yo-yo is a nice little feature as well, isn't it? Those that have not seen one are thinking,
yes.
oh, I wonder what this is going to turn out to be. It's actually quite rewarding at the end, the way it looks.
Yeah, I think a lot of my patterns have got yo-yos on them.
So it'll be something, once we kept the technique down, it'll be something...
Exactly, everything will be covered in yo-yos then.
Yeah.
Right.
Linda's got a question. What was Linda's question? Was it about the wadding and the cushion? What was the wadding that you used for the cushion?
I used them iron-on, Vilene H640 or H630.
Okay.
I think you did used to have it on the website.
Yeah, we did. I'm just thinking...
But you don't have to. It doesn't have to be iron-on. If you've got stick and spray... But I always use a polyester one in this. You don't really want a cotton one's a bit too soft. You want something...
Yeah, there's a right wadding for the right job. Sometimes a polycotton mix or 100% polyester.
It's just, these are just pure polyester. It's what I've used on all of these. I use the iron-on wadding.
Okay.
I just find it easier, but you don't have to. You can get a nice flat polyester wadding. Yeah. In the panel as well, I've used the same.
Okay.
Most things here have got iron-on wadding, apart from the new quilt, which has got a wool/cotton. It's really warm, cushy.
Yeah. What made you use that? Just because it's a cushy quilt that you want to use and keep?
Yeah. So you just pull it all together, and there you've got a yo-yo.
Thank you for your question, Linda, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And you can play with shapes as well. If you want to make, if you don't just want the bog standard round shape, you can turn it into a flower shape, and you just pull in the edges, or make a heart shape. You would just pull in on the top there, and then I put a button in the middle. So in the kit you've got 4 little wooden painted buttons.
Oh yes, of course, you've got those buttons, haven't you? Yeah, and the metal embellishment.
So if you wanted to make it into a heart shape, you just pull down on one. If I put it on there.
Oh yeah, so you just get that little indentation at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
And if you wanted to make a flower shape, you would just carry on going round.
Oh, we keep doing that,
Because you can buy... Again, you can buy numerous gadgets to make numerous shapes, but you don't really need them just to make so you just carry on going round and you get a flower shape eventually.
Oh, thank you for having the time to demonstrate that. Is a luxury, isn't it, Julia?
It is. Normally I'm like, quick.
Yeah, it's something we tried to shoehorn in at the very end about a month ago. Oh, we've had a picture. Would you like to see a picture?
Let me get
it's from
Leslie.
My bins. Okay, we've got our
look.
glasses at the ready.
Right.
We've had a picture from Leslie.
I can see now.
She's
made it already.
She's made a cushion.
Well
she
done.
says she didn't read the instructions properly, so The material's the wrong way round.
Oh, but that doesn't matter.
No,
That's why I said
it
it doesn't
lovely.
have to be the way that I do it. It doesn't make any difference.
She says she added some binding
well
and she's
done.
very happy with it. Linda, that's brilliant. We love it. And she's obviously used the grey. That's the woodland grey.
Have we got any of that? I think we've got a bit of it left. Not a
gone.
lot.
It's
That's gone. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We did have.
It's now sold out. We did warn you. We did give you a heads up on that. We said it is going. To be honest, it was only at 60% when I said that, but I knew the rate it was going at, and I think I said something along the lines of, I'd order that now if I were you. So it has gone on the grey. But Linda, thanks so much for that picture. It's inspiring to... And Leslie, to apologise. Thank you. It's inspiring to everybody else. Linda sent in the question. Leslie sent in the photograph. I don't know.
Let's quickly, how to set out. If you've never seen I'm sure you've probably seen the zigzag table runner, but if you're new today, you won't have seen how to do it. And I always demonstrate it with smaller pieces because it's easier. So you'll get like a charm pack size, so 5-inch squares. Yeah. And I've just cut my charm pack into 4, so I've got a load of 2.5-inch squares, which you can do yourself. Then you can make 4 little mats, and they look very cute. All it is, you want a row of 3 squares. So you're just joining in rows. So you've got a row of 3, a row of 4, a row of 5. Then we've got a row of 5 in the middle, again. And then we go back down, 5, 4, hang on, let's chuck those bunnies out the way.
Yeah.
4,
not in, just metaphorically, yeah.
3. So that's how easy it is.
There it is. There's the pattern already.
So 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
a 5 in the middle, 5, 4, 3.
And then 5, 4, 3 back again.
And then you're just then simply joining the rows up.
But make sure that you get them lined up as you turn it over right
So
sides
as you
together,
turn it over, take my glasses off again.
Absolutely think
So
yourself through the pattern.
You can see there that I've got the seams going the different ways, so we don't end up with a lumpy bit in the middle. Yeah. But just when you're doing it, it's really, really, as you can see, it's simple to make. But sew it,
very effective.
Leave it next to you, pick up one, sew it, put it back down before you sew the next one, because you can end up with all sorts of weird and wonderful shapes.
Yeah.
If you get a bit slap happy and think, oh, I know what I'm doing, you can end up with it's going off. You know, you're getting bits going round here, and you think, no,
brilliant, but not what you actually want.
Not what you actually want.
Yes, that's what I meant when I said, you know, absolutely think your way through it, like go methodical. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Fold it over right size.
So you do have to think, but it is very simple and quick to do, and it does look really cute. If I just sew a seam on there. You see what I mean?
It's £21.99. It is a full kit actually, so you get your instructions, but also get your fabrics ready to go. With it, you're just cutting them into 2.5-inch squares from your 5-inch squares.
If you want to make the little version,
to do this mini,
it's just easier to demonstrate. I'd end up having to stand up and stretch across the table if I did.
I like when you bring us mini versions actually.
I'm obsessed with doing mini-me's of everything.
Yeah. The bigger version is here. It's the jugs, isn't it, with the flowers?
Yes.
I've got the right one, haven't I? Yeah. Here it is. So you get your Osnaburg, which is the fabric here for your white jug for your flowers. That's upside down, I know, because you've got one on each end, just there. £21.99 plus delivery, and it's 872220.
Somewhere I've got here.
Nice juxtaposition there between the sort of the extreme patterns, and then so you've got your florals, and then you've got your sort of bold stripes, and then your softer greens. Nice, sort of keeps it going.
So all the applique is, I've just traced the images and I've used heat and bond to literally stick them on. Yeah. And I just did it quickly with running stitch, but you can embellish it as much as you want. We've got time to just say, this is one I did a while ago.
Yeah, I've got 5 minutes actually.
Oh, good.
Julia,
so when you're sewing it together, again, I've used iron-on wadding. If I just finish sewing around this one, I've obviously started. I'll leave the gap for turning in one of the long ends down the bottom. So I'm going to leave a gap there and then carry on sewing round. And it's just, again, 1/4 inch seams.
Hopefully you've made your mind up on what you're ordering from Julia. I don't know if you heard me, but I was making a quick time check there for Julia, just to make sure that we don't have a stressy end to our show, because we don't like those. Just said we've got about 3 or 4 minutes left, so I would place your order now or directly after the show if you're not going to want to miss any of the demonstration from Julia. But we have already had a couple of sellouts. There are probably going to be a couple more. Julia, have you got another show later today?
I'm on at 11.
Oh, yeah, there is another one. Okay.
Yes.
So 11 a.m. Join Julia then. Not everything's going to be available, unfortunately, because we've experienced the occasional sellout.
We've got other stuff.
But yeah, no,
we've got a couple of bags.
Yeah,
and,
it'll still be a fun show. So do make a date. 11 o'clock this morning with Julia.
If you've bought the cushions, there is a quilt on the website that goes with it as well. The blue and the butterfly one behind.
Yeah.
That matches all of the woods
cushions.
It's all the fabrics amalgamated in one.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, it's got the stripes and the butterflies. It's got the chevron there. Yeah, that one.
So they coordinate. So they look very nice.
Oh, you're being very cruel to us, Julia, saying, those that have thought, I wasn't going to get anything today, but I've got one of the cushions now. You said,
so
you need
the throw to match it now.
Nice.
Because it looks particularly nice on my sofa with the 2 cushions sat on top of it.
Do you know, it's lovely to see the way all of the colour choices actually come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you've got the green and the blue. Both get, I like that.
When you've sewn your wadding and the backing on, and it's still inside out, make sure you snip into the little... I haven't got any little scissors with me. I've got the Extreme Tonic cutting scissors to do it, but they're nice and sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spotted them in the box this morning. I thought, I'm having them. I'm having them.
Yeah.
So just cut in. Otherwise, when you try and turn it inside out, your backing will pull and it'll look horrible. And try not to cut the thread at the same time. I think I've done some of these.
Got a couple of minutes.
Yeah, okay. And then cut off the points as well.
Right, for the chunkiness, turn through.
But I'll turn it inside out, where some of them aren't cut, and you'll see what I mean, where it looks a bit naff.
Oh, you have to turn this back after the show now, though.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah. It's just different fabric, because this is last spring's fabric. But I had a half-made one in the bag, so I thought I can use that again. I have got hundreds of these.
As long as we get the technique down, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you've snipped off. I can't remember which one you snipped off now. Is it the one at the end?
So the bits that I haven't.
On the point.
Yes, snip off the points and snip in the because if you don't,
you end up with that.
You'll end up with, I don't know if you can see it. You can. It's sort of a
sort of a lumpiness.
Yeah,
just
when
hold
you
it there
turn
for
it.
a second for us, Julia.
If you don't snip it, it's all lumpy.
Yeah. Whereas the one that you've snipped will give it a nice sort of curve and a point.
Well, you can see on that one.
Yeah, actually on here, this is a good
on
example
the big one,
show.
rather than
these have all
this
been
one.
snipped, and this is the big version. So yeah, look, they're all, when you come in here and they're
finished off quite. Nice. She says, hopefully, I did finish it off properly,
You're
didn't I?
looking at it now, you're judging your own work. But no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think...
Is it okay, Matt?
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Yeah, 10.
Yes.
It's a 10. Congratulations on your purchase. It's been a busy one.
Yeah.
Julia, you're back at 11, as we've said, haven't we? So,
yes, so I'll be doing the other things we didn't have time for this morning.
OK, so if you've made a purchase that we haven't featured a demonstration for, no worries. Get a message through to us. I think naturally we'll think, we didn't demonstrate with that, so let's do it at 11. But if there is something that you're thinking, I bought one of them and I want to know, then you can always. Chances are we'll demonstrate with it anyway, but just email in or message in if you want to. Either way, it's all cool. So, Julia, thank you so much for everything you've shown us, and we'll see you at 11 a.m.
Yep, OK.
Wonderful stuff. Double check the website after our show now, but we do say order early with Julia, because we do sell out, as proved by the different options that have already gone this morning. On the website, on Hochanda.com, you'll see things like your zigzag table runner that we were just looking at there, the cushion and bag kits and all sorts there. So have a look, Hochanda.com, shop by brand with cross-patch designs. We'll see Julia at 11. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the Tonic Festival one-day special next. Also the Floral Aperture Weekend Wow. That'll be joining Jodie in an hour's time. And then Cross-Patch Designs back at 11.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for 17 years, nearly 18 years now. And what was my hobby became an obsession, much like most of the people who are watching at home. My obsession then led to me looking for products and trying to expand my knowledge base, which is where I couldn't find something. So I thought, right, it's time to do my own. So Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps. And I also do coordinating paper pads and the Cosmic Shimmer product range that goes along with that. So hopefully, with the products that I bring to you, you can work the same way that I do and work in a coordinated way, which helps to achieve the best results that we can get as paper crafters. Really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my shows where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
Hi, I'm Bev, I'm from Be Crafty. We have been going for about 14 years, and 4 years ago we started designing and making our very own stamps just for you. All of our stamps are designed and made here at Be Crafty by my own fair hands, and we love using them for lots of different crafty projects. I love playing with our stamps and templates and getting as inky as I can, whether it's spraying or blending ink or stamping ink, paints, everything. We absolutely love it, and that's what we want to show you when we come to Hochanda, because we get to demo as much as we like, which is fantastic, so I can show you all the techniques that I'm learning too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
Welcome to the newest exciting way to shop here at Hochanda, Craft Price Drop. Tune in for your favourite craft brands at absolutely incredible low prices. Make sure to get in early before the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. You've got to be in it to win it. Everybody pays the lowest price.
Good morning! You're watching Hochanda. I'm Catherine Goldsmith. I'm here with lovely Paola.
Hello, Catherine.
How are you?
Lovely to work with you. Yay! Finally on air.
Yes, well, Paola and I met a while ago, and we're so looking forward to doing a show on air together.
Yes, we are.
Now, first job is a really great one because we're going to announce the final Dream Day winner. So if you bought anything from Tonic Studios yesterday, then this is your chance. You may have won. The winner is Janet Goodwin! Yes! So she'll be joining you, won't she?
Yes, she will be joining Jodie and myself and a bunch of other Dream winners and Dream Day winners, and be crafting and having fun. So, you know, congratulations, Janet.
Well done, Janet. So really well done for that. Now, we have this incredible selection here, and this is kind of a best of, isn't it?
Yes, we have got basically the top picks from the whole celebration of the anniversary of Tonic being here at Hochanda. And, you know, I'm really excited because I'm going to get to do some die cutting. I'm going to be able, I'm going to be showing some amazing, beautiful Nuvo products that we have had during the week, and just showing, just because I know some of you that may have got them earlier this week, you will be able to, to get the new techniques. And if you have missed them during the week, now is the perfect opportunity to see what the new products have done from Nuvo.
Absolutely. So we'll be going down to the demonstration soon, but we thought we'd let you know what we've got coming up, what's available, and the best thing to do is go go on the web, hochanda.com, and have a look on there, because we've got so many products. You can have a scroll through them there. So first up, there's lots of freedom deals as well, just to let you know. We have this incredible die set. So tell us about this.
Well, it is an amazing, it was the last week's weekend wow, and it really is a wow. It's a, 61 dies in total. Now what they do, these amazing dies, is allow you to do different types of boxes, different types in terms of height, and different types of shapes as well. Now in this particular bundle, this is the second release, this is the second edition, this is, it's the second generation. Okay. So in this bundle you are getting the lid, the square lid, as well as 3 different sizes, and then you are getting those very, very large layering dies. Now if you had the first edition with the lid that came with the octagon as well as the hexagon, those layering dies at the bottom will fit perfectly on those tops. But also they are beautiful to create beautiful cards in here. So you can see how it will create those easel cards as well, that kind of look at those gorgeous, and all those dies in here as well as those ones, except the butterflies, are part of this set. Is that intricate detail, verso edges, which means that you can cut apertures into your card, you can cut the toppers out, you can create those blank cards. I mean, I just love this particular one. Just look at that, how gorgeous they are for cards. But of course, kaleidoscopes are all about boxes. Funnily enough, this was one of my ideas for dies, because I was at a friend's house and I thought, wouldn't it be amazing to have, sides that are independent from the lid, so you can build different lids, different sizes. So whether it's, look at this gorgeous hexagon, or, look at this amazingly large. I mean, here, I think a bottle will fit in here. Oh, I think look at that. But also, look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. And these panels are also part of the new sites as well.
I mean, it's a huge set. 61 dies in total. So if you'd like that, the code is 758952, and that's £99.94, or you can get it on the Flexi Buy as well. You're saving £32. The Flexi Pay is 3 payments of £33.31.
By the way, I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that in this bundle you are included one lid, which is the square one, which is brand new. So now, if you go for this bundle and you had the previous one, you will have you can make octagons, hexagons, and a square. If you only go for this one, you will get the square lid as well.
Amazing, right? So go through for that. We've got a lot in today's show, so make sure you're getting bits and pieces. They're selling out. The best place to have a look at everything we've got is Hochanda.com. And look at all those blue banners. All those blue banners mean you are getting special freedom deals if you're a freedom member. But of course, if you use the code TONIC1, if you're not already a freedom member, you actually get free membership for a month, and then you can get those freedom deals. If you're already a freedom member, you can still enter TONIC1 at the checkout, and you'll get a gift that's worth your freedom membership. So it's that ends at 6 p.m. today. Wow. That's it. So make sure that you are entering TONIC1, and everybody gets, if you have sort of one per person, if you buy something from Tonic from the whole event, you get a little free gift as well. So now we've got this gorgeous set, and these go beautifully with those as well.
They will work, the panels will work in here because they are the same width. Now this, I'm just going to show you in the bag. So basically you are getting 4 dies in total. Now you're getting 2 dies that they are cutting out of that shape into the card, so you're getting 2 layering ones, plus then you are getting 2 that cut into the card, creating that beautiful aperture in there. Now these dies are perfect if you are going to be using like the shimmer palettes from Nugo to just like cut it out of white cards and then placing over backgrounds. It's perfect if you want to cut into decorate these panels as well. There is a lot of different ways. You can create extended, so there are patterns that you can create it, elongate the pattern much more. So if you wanted to an 8x8 card, you can do that as well.
So it's the pack of both that you're getting. Oh no, it's one each. Okay, sorry. So we were on this one at the moment, but you're getting both of those patterns within there, of course, and that's $21.49, unless you're a freedom member, in which case you get 50% off Oh my goodness, £10.70. That's an amazing deal.
Yeah.
£10.75, and of course that includes your P&P. I mean, worth entering Tonic 1 and getting something for yourself, and then having a Freedom membership as well if you don't already. Okay, and the next one we do have available as well, and the details coming up as well. I like the detail on this one.
This one is really pretty. So, well, they're both. I mean, I love the geometric nature of this. This is really good if you are making cards for men as well. You know how difficult they are, not only in, you know, to make cardboard. Yes, so we have got again the same two dies. I will cut it out of the card, and then that geometric pattern. Now this makes lovely little flowers. So then you can die cut it, and you have got a lot of flowers to decorate it. Now also, if you like your crystal drops, it's a perfect pattern to create. You know, just put the crystal drops in the centers as well once you decorate it. And look at the beautiful inverted scallop edge that it will give you, which is quite unusual.
Now we're approaching 2/3 of the stock gone on this, so if you'd like this, make sure you're going through £21.49. Unless you're a Freedom member, then again you're getting a special Freedom deal, 50% off, £10.75 for that. 2/3 of the stock is nearly gone on that one, so just make sure you're going through if you would like that. Right, we're still not finished. We've got so much more to show you. Now, next set, these are beautifully intricate.
They are incredibly intricate. Tonic is renowned for that intricacy, that quality, that elaborate nature. Now, here you have got so many different dies. So you can see how you are getting now the edge die. So then you can see it, how it kind of cuts out of the card all over it with a beautiful flowery, scrolly effect. And then you get it, the die that will cut it, you know, a little topper, as well as like kind of easel card sort of event. So you won't cut it all out of it. And if I can show you what is it, there's the one here. What is it? I just cannot see it. I'm so short. You can see it here, but then you can cut it over as well. So there is a lot of different techniques that you can use with these dies as well.
So really intricate, delicate, very beautiful die that you've got here. $42.98 for this set of dies. Unless, again, if you are a Freedom member, 50% off on this one, $21.49. 50% of the stock has gone. If you want these beautiful, delicate die sets, you are getting 11 here. It's just incredible. So just make sure you're coming through. 50% has gone, and you're getting the set here as well, isn't it? I'm right. It's both of these sets. So a really incredible value, especially if you're a Freedom member. You're getting an amazing deal. Again, if you're not a Freedom member, check something out with the code TONIC1 and you get a Freedom membership with that. So good luck with that. Okay, what have we got here, Paula?
So we have got here 12 brand new colors that we released last Thursday, and there are 12 of the newer hybrid ink pads. Now, hybrid ink pads, we launched them, the original 6 colors last year, and they were really become really unstable of so many crafters. Why? Because hybrid ink is in this formulation that will dry on so many different surfaces. It's called an all surface because it will dry on acetate, on vellum, obviously on paper, but also on fabric, and then you can be able to cold wash it. But not only that, then you can go in and color in with your alcohol markers as well as your water-based marker. This is what is really revolutionary. Now, we had those beautiful 6 original colors, and we wanted more colors. Crafters, we want always more color. So then here we have done 12 in those diamond cubes that is perfect because you are getting all those 12 in sets of 3, so you are getting from the yellow, the rubber duck, the carrot stick, rich rosewood, pink sherbet, the pinks, the purples, the teals, and then we have got the greens. So 12 of those colors, they come in those beautiful little ink pads that they are raised, they are felt, so you can, it's really crisp impression, and as I said, it will go on any surface that, I have tried.
So brand new colours for you, set of 12 for £32.96. Now that is an introductory price, so you're saving £7. So make sure that you are getting these home. 12 ink pads, saving £7 today. Again, best place to buy is the web. 3/4 of the stock has gone on this. 3/4.
But you know what? I'm not surprised because they are the ink pads that I use. Like Leone always says, the black ink pad from Nubo Hybrid has completely taken over. Like one of them does the job of 4 different ones previously. So they are really revolutionary. They are, and in those beautiful colors as well. So they are fast drying inks that, you know, will give you that intensity of color. And also, you know, what I love about this collection is that whether it's a little bit more kind of muted colors, more masculine, you know, or if you go to more vibrant, so we have got both options. Like, you know, it's
really 12, stand out.
so really vibrant, and you can blend them a little bit or a little bit more muted. All of them. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, you know, I mean, one of those days. I think today is going to be one of those days, which is
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Which happens to me every single day of my life.
I know that feeling. Right, here we go. Now, this is an incredible stamp platform.
Yes, but this one is, you know, you have seen it in action, the original one, which was 8.5 by 8.5, which is great. But what happens is that crafters, we either work in smaller spaces, or we want to have travel to different places, or, you know, or generally, you know, you just want a smaller pieces of tools. So I don't know what I just said. So everything. So this one is the travel one. So it's 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches of working space at the minute. It has got the magnetic base, every single quality of the original one. You see it here, all the good quality of the materials, all that pivoting bar open that you can rotate the lid for accommodating the foam mounted rubber stamps, as well as the clear stamps. You can be, you know, you will be able to use them. It has got the open side and open bottom, so you have got the ability to stamp on any size paper if you want to. And then you have got the top measuring guides in both in inches and centimeters, as well as on the left side, which allows you to do perfect measuring every time. Now the lid is with that fine little edge grid, which allows you to perfect straight. It comes with 2 magnets, and on the back we have got that high density, so it kind of high density foam, so it kind of gives us a solid area to stamp.
So we have a huge saving on this today. As an introductory price, you're saving £13 on the usual price. So it's £29.98, and it comes with your little carry bag as well. This is great. So if you go to traveling, if you go to crafting clubs, or perhaps you like to go around to your friend's house, maybe have your crafting mornings, then this is a really great one. Or if you're working on smaller projects, or maybe what you're thinking is, I really love mine, and I'd love to get someone I know who's just starting out crafting a gift. And a smaller size one, if they haven't got a craft room or haven't got as much space, this would be great. So you're saving £13 today. Make sure you're going through. Right, we have the shimmer powders up next.
Oh, the shimmer powders is, well, they are beautiful. I call it that is fireworks in a card. It's just color and sparkle and shimmer, and it's just that amazing burst of beautiful color. Now, is that one of the easiest ways to create amazing backgrounds, but also there is a lot of different techniques that you can do it. They come in these beautiful nouveau bottles that
pretty, aren't they?
They are so pretty, but they are not only because they are pretty, but because they are very practical, because they have got that fine nozzle in there that kind of dispense a really small amounts of you know, powder, because very little goes a long way.
That's great as well, because then they last you longer. You've got the value for money.
Exactly.
Right, we've got big news on these, so I'm being told they are now limited stock. Okay. Normally when we say limited stock, within about 5-10 minutes are gone. So you need to make sure you're going online or you're calling up now to be able to get these. £19.95. Now we are actually going to do a demo with these, I believe, so we are going to get straight to the demo before they disappear. So make sure you're getting involved. So we have these dies available as well. And you've got a Freedom discount on these. So if you're a Freedom member, £12.99, half price. So if you would like those, they're so gorgeous, aren't they? Charlie Croc and Hetty Hippo, they're really pretty. So there's a lot of the stock has gone on those. Very, very popular, 50% available. So do go through if you'd like those. They're absolutely gorgeous, really pretty, beautiful characters here as well. And don't forget as well, we have got these gorgeous screen dies here as well. Your curved crosses and simple stripes, beautiful designs that you've got here. And remember, if you're a Freedom member, 50% off, £10.75. Incredible deal that you've got here. Okay then, Paola. Right, what are we up to?
So what we're going to do is, I have got a piece of card in here. We're going to spritz it with water and just kind of, you know, sweat it quite a lot, because what we want to do is to then, I'm going to use Catherine wheel, which is appropriate.
Yes, absolutely. Everyone's favourite firework. The
Look at
Catherine wheel.
that. Look at that.
Oh my word, look at that!
Look at that. Now, Catherine wheel is like Atlantic spurs and violet brocade that has got multiple colors. Now, Catherine wheel has got the yellows, the magentas, the oranges, but can you see the sparkle of the mica in there? Now, the solar flare is just yellow, but it has got the golden aspect of, obviously, and so can you see that this one is just kind of is, so you can intensify the kind of the Catherine wheel if you wanted more, to make it more golden by using the solar flare. Now, I'm not squeezing into the bottle, I'm just
tapping.
Just tapping, just tapping. And
they are so fabulous, aren't they? I mean, instantly, you've got an amazing effect there.
And you can spritz more water if you want. So I tend to go at an angle, but then you can just go in like that. Now, if you want it, you can also just, with a spatula, just create more effects if you want to. Just push it around.
It's kind of like maximum effect for minimum effort, this, isn't it?
It
You're
is,
getting such an amazing look so quickly. The powders do most of the work, don't they?
You can make it as you want to do it. If you can want it to be more splotty, you can leave it more splotty. If you want to blend it in, you can blend it in. You know, look at how gorgeous that is. Now, you can you can dry it with a heat gun. I kind of tend to prefer it in real, you know, in regular standard, just to let it dry on its own. But every time will be completely unique. Every time will be just gorgeous, luscious color, you know, like, you know, fireworks in a card.
It's such intense color, isn't it?
Yeah, and every time it's slightly different. So you can see here that this one it has dry, and you can see that there is a little, you know, like, I trim it in half, but then you can see there is the shimmer coming through in there as well. So depending, every time it's going to be completely different. I'm just going to leave it in the downstairs, I call it, you know, darling. Let's see. So I'm going to make sure that I clean my base, because obviously this pigment, these powders, I sometimes, you know, we refer to them as pigment powders, but it's a mix of dye and pigment. So it means that the dye is a beautiful burst of color, and then the pigment is a slightly, you know, it's the mica is just a slightly different in there. Other things that you can do then is I just cut it, put a die cut, and this one is from the Wings and Things, and then, you know, look at the beautiful, look how gorgeous.
On that is amazing. You get the colour and the shimmer.
So a different look with the white, and I think with the black it's just stunning.
This die is available. I think we're just about to get it on screen for you as well. Here you go, Wings and Things die set. You're saving £4 on the usual price on that one, so go through if you would like the Wings and Things die set. There it is. So $17.98 if you would like that one. I just love the effect as well that you get that shimmer.
Yeah, it is
colour.
gorgeous, isn't it? That shimmer. Now, because it's reactive with water, and it's been designed so you need to use a fixative. So whether it's an artist varnish spray or is something like very, very cheap hairspray, just to set so it doesn't rub off, because they are non-permanent, so they are just designed. So now I'm going to use one of the stencils that we also have got on the show. This one is a sunray scallop, and it's, you know, very nicely, very used. Now I'm going to use this one is glitter accents, and it's part of a beautiful bundle that we did with glitters, confettis, and we have got also the glitter paste, the glimmer paste, and the glitter accents.
So that's coming. You can see that on screen now. You've got the information for that on screen. This is the big bundle. Look at that! Huge glittery. I mean, what more do you want? If you're a glitter lover, you're a sparkle lover, that is the kit for you. £61.81 or 2 flexi payments of £30.91. So do go through. We can show you those on the desk a little bit later as well. But we're just showing you how to use these as well.
So then basically I just go in with the glitter accents and just squeeze it you know, a little bit in the top, in the middle, and the bottom, and then if I press it down, this is kind of the gorgeous kind of warm, rich, coppery tone.
I love that colour.
But And I'm going to just
on the bottom of the screen, just so you know.
I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the storm cloud from the shimmer to darken it a little bit from the shimmer powder. So that way you can customize and create ombre effects with your glitter accents or glimmer paste. Now I'm going to do a little bit. Let's see how it will look with the cherry bomb.
So this is great. So if you bought the powders and then you bought the glitter set as well, you can really create lots of different colours.
Yeah, you can. You can make it really customized. Look at the look at these. I love that.
I like
color.
that.
I love that.
Oh,
you can see how. Look at this. So I'm gonna add a little bit more on here.
Yeah, why not?
And then. Look at that, gorgeous. Look at that.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love the colour through there.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look
that
at
is
that.
just gorgeous. Look, we've got the information for the shimmer powder at the bottom of the screen and then the glitter and confetti pack. And if you buy both of those, you can make pieces like this. I mean, look at how incredible that is. So
Isn't
impressive.
it pretty, isn't it?
Okay, the confetti pack actually is just over here. I mean, it's a huge, huge pack just to the side of Paola here. I don't know if... There we go. Look, you can see them all lined up at the front there. So you've got glitter and confetti through there. Big, I mean, that's a huge bundle. And you're getting those as well.
And you get those two as well. So you are getting the glimmer paste. You're getting in raspberry rhodolite, in seaweed quartz, and then this one is the plum spinel. And then you are getting the glitter accents in the Atlantic drift and the harvest moon. Then you are getting a set of three bottles of sequins. You are getting 6 bottles of glitter, and then you are getting the confetti in 5 different colours.
I think you deserve a medal for remembering exactly how many of each and the colours.
Don't ask me.
Seriously, that's amazing. Generation game.
I can tell you even the colours that they come in. But I'm not going to, don't tell me.
I'm going to test it later. Right, okay, what are we up to? This colour is just incredible.
It is,
mixing and you can get the stencil as well.
What I love with the shimmer powders is you can mix it a lot and you can... Now, I'm going to put it aside.
Okay, we've had a question from Lisa. What's Lisa asking? She said... Would you use watercolour card or normal card?
You can use either. Now, watercolor cards, I can show you watercolor card. I have got a little bit in here, so you can see it. So I'm going to use exactly the same color, the same colors as before, so you can see exactly how it is. Now, what happens is I have got dirty hands, so that's when you can see the speckles. That's what happens. So then, what I'm going to do is it's going to show you now. You can see it just reacts the same way. Now what happens is that the watercolor card is a little bit more absorbent, so it kind of dries quicker, and sometimes if you blend it a little bit more, then it gets a more of a blended effect, you know, like more softer, you know. But obviously if you overcharge the or you know, you add more shimmer into the, then you can have more color. Now I wanted to show you before they sell out.
Yes,
I just wanted to...
very close to selling out these shimmer powders. I mean, when we say very close, next couple of callers, you're gonna, you need to get it.
So I have got here a little bit of shimmer that has got. Now I'm gonna look at that. Look at that, how you just with water, look at the intensity. Now, this becomes a watercolor ink. Now, you can color in, if you have got a stamp image, you can color your flowers, for instance, in here, so to create those gorgeous, and the best thing is going to be watercolor with that intensity, but also it will have the shimmer, and that will have that mica in there, that, you know, is just going to be stunning.
That's gorgeous, absolutely. I mean, again, if you like sort of that subtle shimmer and you like a really strong colour. Right, sold out. That's it, they've gone. Really well done if you've got those. I mean, it's a technical setup because if everyone checks out their baskets, they're gone. So can I just gently persuade you to check out your baskets so you don't miss out. So make sure you're checking out, and then they're off. Really well done. Now, don't forget, the best way to shop really is the website. You're avoiding all the phone queues, and this is everything you've got available. Again, those little blue banners mean that you get means you get freedom prices here as well. So you have got an incredible selection of bits and pieces. You've got beautiful glitters, you've got the sequins, you've got that huge pack, you've got lots of dyes as well. You've also got, I mean, this is the thing, it's a huge selection, the best of the whole Tonic anniversary showcase. Dyes, stamps, you've got incredible colours, you've got the glitter packs. I mean, you know, okay, I've not been here very long. Can you tell how much I love glitter already? Because I think the few days we've been here, every time there's glitter, I'm like, oh, I'm excited now. So really well done if you're getting any of those. We are approaching sellouts on a lot of the products, so make sure you're getting online. Now, this has been super popular. I'm not surprised because the original platform obviously is a huge hit with a lot of you. So this is the Tim Holtz stamp platform as we know it, but shrunk a little bit. So it's the travel platform, 6.5 inches square, and you have your protective sleeve as well, or your little carry case, which is quite nice as well. Very classy. But what I love about this is, you know, if you do like to go to clubs, or if you do like to take your crafting on the go, maybe you go to your mates for a coffee morning, or you know, you take it around to share with the grandkids to do some crafting with them. This is great because you can take it with you. It's got the case and it's smaller. Or perhaps you thought, I'd really like the Tim Holtz stamp platform, but it's just too big. It doesn't fit in my space. I'm not going to get that on my desk. Here is your chance to get a smaller one. I like this as well. If you know someone who's been, you know, crafting for a little while, they're quite new to it, this is a really great little gift for you, for them as well. So you're saving £13 today. The introductory price, $29.98. You have got the opportunity to get those. Now, talking of stamps, we have the ink sets here now. They have been super, super popular. As Paola said, they had the original 6 colours, and we've now got an extra 12 here. So the little diamond stamp pads here, and you're getting a full set of these. So the inks are just incredible. Now, just to show you the colours you've got here, I mean, you've got everything you need here, really, haven't you? That beautiful spectrum from the bright yellows right the way through to the deep plums. I like this. I like the Spanish sangria. It's a bit early in the morning for that, though, isn't it? But I really love these tones, and they're very strong colours. And as Paola says, you know, they'll stamp onto pretty much anything. The inks will go onto pretty much anything. So it's a really great way of getting colour into your projects, and such bright tones as well. So again, you've got an introductory price. You're saving £7 on the price. $32.96 for you. Best way to buy is hochanda.com. So make sure you're getting online. You can give us a call. But you're avoiding all the queues if you go online. Right, now there are also Nuvo ink pads, which Paola did actually mention earlier. You know, it's what everybody's using, these Nuvo ink pads. You've got 7 of them here. You can see the colours on the end there. And again, you're saving, there's a special price on these for this event, $34.93. And remember, if you enter the code TONIC1, if you're not already a Freedom member, you get a free Freedom membership for a month. Or if you've already got one, you get a gift up to the value of that Freedom membership. So good luck for those. The stamp ink pads that you've got there. Absolutely, I love the variation of colour as well, from those more muted colours to get some really intense colours as well. So good luck on those. Now, we also have these beautiful motif dies here as well. You've got your zigzag and your floral motif. Now, this is extremely popular. Of course, you're getting the edging die there as well. $21.49 for this. Super popular. Lots of people going through for this, and I'm not surprised. And, of course, you've got the Freedom price on this, £10.75. That is 50% off. And I will just remind you, enter code TONIC1 if you're not already a Freedom member, and you get free Freedom membership for a month, so you can get these Freedom deals too. And we have the similar piece to that, the similar die to that, but you've got the different, you've got the stripes, and you've got the crosses here as well, the curved crosses. It's really beautiful. $21.49, but if you are a Freedom member, 50% off, £10.75 for a metal die like this. How incredible is that? So make sure you're going through. It's just so, I mean, such great value. Again, Hochanda.com, best place to buy. You can call on 01733 62000 as well. Easy for my producer to say. Charlie Croc and Hetty Hippo. It wasn't that difficult, Liam.
I was going to say something very, very cruel. But,
yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right. They're so cute. Now, over 50% of the stock has gone. If you would like those, then make sure you're going through. And again, you've got Freedom Price, half price, $12.99. Go to Hochanda.com. Do you know the best thing, Paris? You didn't even realise.
He didn't. He didn't.
So, well done. Good luck to those. Right, what are we up to now, Paula?
So we are going to do kaleidoscope boxes. So we are going to use one of the new sides, and this one, basically, this bundle comes with one lid, which is the square one. So for the square lid, you are going to need to cut 2 of the sides. So basically, the sides have got, the panels and the sides have got 2 panels. So if you need 4 sides, you need to cut it twice. If you are going to do an octagon, then you need 4 pieces, and if you need 6, and then you need 3 of them.
There we go.
Now, these ones are going to go through the standard machines, and by standards I mean the 6 inches aperture. So because they will go through, like the standard is like the big shots and so on. So you can see there that it will fit inside it. It's standard, but you know, it will go in. Now, what it does, it cuts the perfect panels. It scores the right edges as well. And now the die comes with the set. So for instance, if you want, this one is one of the panels that come. Now, if you wanted to cut that pattern into your card, you can now do that. Now is the time to do that. Now, if you wanted to do the panels and then attach them, you can do that at a later time. Now, also the fact that you get the outside die and the one that cuts into it. So
you can really layer everything.
You can
up
layer
and
it.
customize
Exactly. So now what I'm going to do is just show you is how the just lifted the whole thing. Typical Paula. Then just gonna put the double-sided tape in the side. Now at home, when I'm making boxes, I always use wet glue, such as the Nuvo Deluxe glue, because that will give a stronger bond in the long term. But for demo purposes, that's it. And then then you glue the sides in there. Now, what I've done, if you wanted to decorate here, what we have done with Caremaker as well, she has done the stress inks on the top, and then I have added a spritz with the, the shimmer powders. If you get those ones, use the Atlantis burst, dilute it in a spritz bottle, and create those beautiful, gentle skies in there. Now, the lid. There's different ways of doing this. Now, I'm gonna do how I like to do it, but sometimes every time I kind of say, oh, this is my favorite way, or it's like sometimes Jodie has her way of doing it. I have got my way of doing it. Now, what I'm gonna do, I like to do is leave it like this, decorate the top. But to decorate the top, what you need to do first is take the lid base in here, and then do it, die cut it. I haven't die cut for such a long time in this week, because I have been doing all the stamping, all the confettis, all the glitters.
Mixing it up now.
I'm mixing it up, Funnily enough, I have been die cutting since 2004, I think. So it's been a long time. Right, so now it's... Right, I am much older than, these kids in the city. Now I'm going to go in, so I'm going to glue it. And then I'm going to put double-sided tape in here. And then this lid in here. Now what it is going to do... and then I'm going to do... So what it is, I'm going to put it aside. So I have got the lid. I have got one I have done earlier. So then I'm going to see that is the base. Now I'm going to decorate the sides in here, and then I'm going to be able to die cut to put them in a way that I know the lid. They're going to be above the lid.
Okay.
Okay. So then I'm going to take my glue. These dies are separate dies. They are the trendsetters. They are not in the show in here. All right. So, but this is just to show you how you can decorate. So you can have the Brooklyn Bridge. You have got here the Tower Bridge from London. It's just just dies that we can have in, it could be stamps. Now would be the time to do the stamping, and because when it's flat, you decorate it.
So you've really got a blank canvas with the box as it is. I mean, it comes with the extra dies in that you can decorate with those panels in the set, or you can decorate them in a way like this or with your stamps. So you're getting real different looks every time, and these are such a versatile set. Now remember that you are getting an amazing price. You're saving £32. So good, I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Or 3 flexi payments of £33.31. It just is absolutely gorgeous. So go through an amazing deal, huge saving, and such versatility with this as well.
So basically now I have got the size in here. I'm going to trim this bit of the die that is coming up that way, and then trim that bit in there. So I have got decorated while it's flat. Now I'm going to put it like that, fold it in half, lift it up, and then just press it down. So I have got now the, you know, and then I'm gonna do the base lid, the lids and the bottoms. Now the one for the base, it has to be, as Jodie said, is like very tight.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you like your tight bottom. Some, you know, some people like that. You know.
Yes, that's all it takes to me. Yes. It's all it takes.
Yes. You know, well, it's been a while since I made a. I mean, well, I was going to say something, but I better not say it. Right.
I let you into a secret, Paula. It doesn't take much to get me giggling, to be honest.
Good.
Oh dear, I'm notorious for it.
Oh well, I have gone. You know, I have lost it a few times, so you know.
Yeah, we all like a good giggle.
Not just the tight bottom.
Oh, Paula, it's my second day here. You're making me look terrible.
No, it's lots of fun. I'm sure I hope, you know, I'm just going to use my hot glue gun.
Okay.
Because we always... I'm going to say something.
I don't even know what she was going to say, but it made me laugh.
Well, something about a hot thing and a bottom. So, you know, it's like...
Good morning, if you're watching. You just woken up.
No,
so this is your kaleidoscope set, by the way. Your total die set, 61 dies in total. If you want ties, you have to go to a department store. It's early on a Sunday morning, isn't it?
I love it. So I'm gonna put the ribbon through a little hole. Just use a hole punch, and then put it. I prefer it to do one side of the lid, and then you know what? Because it's glitter cards, I prefer a little bit of hot glue. So then I'm just gonna put it in here. And you can see how it's a little bit easier with a hot glue gun with the glitter. And then it's just going to peel that off. And you know what? I have got nails, but they are not the best ones for this. And then there you go.
Beautiful, look at that.
And then the last one in here.
So does the die cut out the hole in the lid, or do you put that in afterwards?
No, that she has we have put that.
Yeah,
now
that's nice.
You can see it there.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that.
And that's so effective. And again, you've got this whole die set, and you can use your own decorations, separate ones, or you can use the panels on the side as well. So it's all available online on Hochanda.com. So if you're, and look at that, all those freedom deals as well. All those blue banners mean you're getting a freedom deal. That cake box die set there as well. There are quite a few of you interested in that. That's very, very popular. So if you'd like that, make sure that you are going through for that. So best of luck with all of these, because they are selling out fast. You're going to have to be quick on the web. Just make sure you're there. Everything, Hochanda.com, it's all there. Go and have a look. And this is the full kaleidoscope die set. 61 dies. 61! £31. That's a huge amount. You can get them on FlexiBuy. 3 payments of £33.31. You're saving £32 today, okay? Incredible deal that you've got here. Amazing sets. And don't forget, if you do buy this, you do get a bonus gift. So if you get this one, you're getting the bonus gift with it. And you've got a die that gives a set like this. So each little pack has different bonuses. And if you get this, you are getting the papillon. That's how you say it. The papillon die set. That is French for Butterfly Joe, director. You are correct. 1 point for you. Oh dear. Right, okay, so go through if you would like these. You've got these beautiful, I mean, you can create these boxes, you can create hexagons, you get the square lid as well, you get the panels, you get so much with these die sets. It is absolutely such incredible value, and you're getting that special deal, $99.94 or 3 payments of $33.31, and you're getting 61 dies for that. Wow. So good luck. Go through. Very, very popular for that as well. Okay. We also have some more dies for you here. Now, these are your separate dies here, and we're starting with this one. So let me turn this around so you can see the actual die. And you're getting the zigzags, and you're getting the floral motif. So you're getting the layered dies as well. You can see here you've got the sort of framework there too. And then you've got, and again, this would mix in nicely with your boxes as well. You could be using the motif on with the boxes too. It's so versatile. You can use it time and time again. You're going to find yourself using this on all your projects. Now, special Freedom deal here. So it's $21.49 unless you are a Freedom member, in which case it is £10.75. 50% off. And again, if you enter Tonic One, if you're not a Freedom member, if you enter Tonic One, you get a free month's membership for Freedom. So you can then get the Freedom deals in this show. And we've got a lot of them. If you go on the web, everything with the blue banner is a Freedom deal. So you're getting a lot of them on here. Very quickly, very, very similar. In the way that it works, but this time you're getting your simple stripes and your curved crosses. Again, you're getting the frameworks here as well, and just so stylish. I mean, you can create, as Pam was saying, you can create more of a masculine look, you can create something feminine, you can go through those sort of neutral cards, as sort of very contemporary looks, and these curved crosses could be quite traditional as well. So again, $21.49 unless you got that Freedom membership, because then it is £10.75. So an incredible deal for you here. So make sure you're coming through. Approaching 70% of the stock being gone on that one, okay? So nearly 70% of the stock has gone. So lots of these pieces reaching sellouts now. So make sure you're getting involved if you would like those. So good luck with those. Okay, don't forget as well, the travel stamp platform is proving unbelievably popular. So it's the same old Tim Holtz travel stamp platform, that you're used to, but it's travel. So it's the same stamp platform, but a little bit smaller, 6.5 by 6.5 inches. So really portable. You get the carry case with it as well. So it's just, I mean, very versatile. Everybody loves these platforms. They're so popular, and now you can take them to your craft clubs with you. You're saving £13 on that, $29.98 today. It's hugely popular. Lots of them going through now. Lots of people buying those. So go through if you like that, and remember to use Tonic One to either get Freedom membership, or if you're already a Freedom member, you get a little bonus gift. Right, we're back to crafting. We're back in.
Yeah, we're back in.
What are we up to now?
So, shall we do the stamp platform just to create a little something? Now, one of the reasons I love the kaleidoscope boxes that says is because it gives us a lot of different sizes into the hexagons and octagons, which are really cool to use with the stamp platform.
Yes.
Now, this one is part of the original one, I believe, the sizes, but you can use with any size, obviously. And then die cut them, and then just use them as different ways of creating patterns that are 6-sided or 3-sided or 2-sided. It's up to you. Now, I'm going to use the floral one, and I'm going to use this kind of leaflet So I'm gonna just put the branch in there. Now secure the paper right beside the stamps. Now, why? Because you know they are very sticky sometimes, and then it can lift the paper up. So you want to have the magnets in there. Now I have got the rubber side down, so the rubber side of the lid. Now what happens is that this too is to accommodate the thicker stamps that are rubber mounted. So then I have got the extra thickness. Now what I need to do is take it out, rotate it. And then you have got the clear side in there. So that's the clear, that's where it is for clear stamps. Now pick it up, and then I'm going to use my dry oregano, which is from the ink pads in here.
So you've got the stamp set is on your main screen right now to one side, but you also have, and the stamp platforms at the bottom, but you also have the inks available for you in this show too. Just go to hochanda.com and they will be there. So make sure that you are getting involved, getting these pieces, and you can actually be creating the very looks that Paola is doing here. We've got everything you need.
So then I'm gonna do, so basically you have got here that I've rotated, so not just the one side, but the two sides. So then I'm gonna in kind of a three-sided pattern in there. So I'm just gonna press it down. Now I can go a second time to build that intensity of color. Now then take just make sure that I'm just gonna find a baby wipe, because I need to clean the stamps, because you're for these techniques with the stamp platform, you want to get into the habit to clean your stamps in between time, you know. So now I kind of go in, and then I kind of position the flower in there, and then I'm going to press it down. Put the magnet in here. I'm going to go with pink sherbet, which is the lightest of the pink.
Lovely.
And now, for instance, actually, I wanted to make it a little bit darker, so I'm going to go with Panama Rose, and I will stamp right on the same place.
See, that's the beauty of these stamp platforms. If you're new to Hochanda and you haven't seen the big stamp platforms before, the beauty is that it keeps the stamp in the same place. So if you do need to re-ink, you don't have to worry about that, because you can re-ink and you can pop it back on in exactly the same place.
All right, so then I just gonna then just go in there. Look, you can see how I'm rotated again, and I'm building that perfect pattern into the, you know, and without having to change the stamp. So the stamp is in the same place. What I'm rotating is the hexagon, and this is why it's such a good match to, you know, the kaleidoscope boxes, because it gives us the hexagons and the octagons, and then we can use them in our stamp platform to create those perfect you know, patterns in there. Now if you wanted to create a circle, what I would recommend is to start with a hexagon that is larger, and then die cut it into a circle. That's much easier way of doing. So then and then I'm gonna press this.
It's so easy to build up a look with this. Again, you've got this travel platform, and perhaps maybe your crafting space is just a bit smaller, so maybe this is the one for you. Or someone you know, or yourself has only just started crafting and you want to start with something a little bit smaller for your crafting space, and this is 6.5 by 6.5 inches. You get the travel case as well. And it just, I mean, how quickly are we creating such an impressive look? And I will stress that the stamp platform, the stamps that we are using and the inks that Paola is using are all available today. This is the stamp set, by the way. So if you're interested in the stamps, this is a whole set that you get here. Oh, here we go.
So yeah, you are getting. This one is with the mandalas, and then this is another one of the floral ones. So you can see how also you can use them to create very similar, but obviously different colors. So it's really pretty in there.
Absolutely gorgeous. And those stamps, the set for the mandalas and the florals, they're just £9.98. So absolutely incredible. 12 stamps in total, and it means you can create some amazing looks.
Now I wanted to show you that although it is, you know, 6.5 by 6.5 inches of working space, which to be fair, it's a nice decent size to work on. But you can have you know, an 8 by 8 cards, and you can still work in here all over. So you could have a still Sorry. You know, I knocked the whole thing out. Anyway, yeah, everything. Yeah. Maybe I'm a little bit heavy. Yeah.
Fine. I don't think anyone else.
Sorry, this is like totally everything went. Anyway, so you have got an 8 by 8 card. You still will, you know, you will be able to stamp throughout without any issues
so
whatsoever.
crafters with a smaller space, if they've avoided the bigger stamp platform because it's a bit big for their space, they can still do bigger projects.
Exactly. So for me, right, you know, although I have got a big studio, which is, you know, I'm very lucky, I still have got, I end up working in a very small space. So this is perfect. This one is the one that I reach every single time because unless I have a very, very large stamp, which sometimes I do, and, you know, always larger, you know, sometimes is better. But, you know, you have got here the 6.5 inches that is easier to find the space for it as well. Absolutely. Now, I want to finish my project, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Glimmer paste in here, which is in raspberry rhodolite. Now, they are, you know, it's a beautiful, look at that. It's like crushed gemstones, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely gorgeous.
And I know you're like, you know your gemstones.
Oh, I know my gemstones, rhodolite type of garnet.
Yeah.
Test me.
Yeah, so look at that. So now what I'm doing is I'm spreading. I mean, it's not crushed gemstones. I'm just a little secret. Yeah, we can pretend. But it's these luscious, you know, amazing, deep, beautiful colors.
Rich.
Now. And I'm spreading it onto the Easy Clean mat or the craft mat that comes with it. If you were lucky enough to get the Tim Holtz mat, you can use the craft mat that comes with it. If you don't, get the Tonic Easy Clean mat that is 12 by 12 or 13 by 13.
This glitter, by the way, is part of the Glimmer, Glitter and Confetti Complete Collection. If that's not a tongue twister, I don't know what is. So you get that full collection there for £61.81. You are getting 3 50ml glitter pastes, which we've just seen, 2 50ml of glitter accents, and then 14 35ml pots of sequins, confetti and glitter. What more could you want in your life? What more could you want? So do go through £61.81, or there is a freedom payment on there, £30.91, 2 payments of that.
So what you do is you let it dry pretty much overnight, and then it just literally peels off.
That's gorgeous.
So it has got that flexibility. Now this paste, the glimmer paste will dry on fabric as well.
Okay.
So you were going to be able to use them on in your projects for fabric.
Right. We've had a question from Oundle. Funny, we're in Oundle. Asking if you can die cut that.
You can. Obviously, it depends on the thickness, and it depends on what dye. So what I would do is, it is flexible, but it has got some brittleness. So for instance, this bit in here that is more thinner, I can be perfectly die cut it with a core shape. By core shape, I mean like a circle or oval, sort of, you know, kind of not very intricate.
Yes.
Now, if I had that sort of dye that has got all that detail into here, probably wouldn't. It kind of is too much detail.
So you could sort of create a paste, you could paste that on and then maybe cut a big circle out.
Exactly. What I would do, I tend to do more is, if I wanted, is the other way around. So I put it like this, and then put a die cut over the top, so you can see.
So you can still get the intricate look.
But it's slightly different. So you can, for instance, I think this one is really nice actually. So I'm going to just put a splatter of color, and then just trim this die cut in here, and then I'm just going to put the sentiment in there. And now I need my hot glue gun, but it's all the way down into the studio. So no, it's fine, Swella, just fine. I'm just going to glue it with, I tend to use hot glue gun for this, but you know, you can use New Deluxe.
I really like that it really keeps its colour when it's dry as well. That glitter comes out true to colour, because sometimes you do things like that, and actually when they dry it's slightly darker or slightly lighter, and actually that is the same colour wet as it is dry, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the same intensity. In fact, if anything, it kind of becomes a slightly more intense.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much identical. Yeah. It has got maybe on the pot a little bit of you know, the medium is a little bit less transparent, but you know, and then I'm just going to glue the, and then now we just have got just a little tag in here, so you can see the glitter and how we have created a pattern with the inks. Can I show you another technique with the stamp platform?
Go on then. Go on then.
All
We've got
right.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Now I'm
So
going to
if you do
show
2
you.
minutes, sure.
Okay, so now one of the reasons why the stamp platform is so good, and a lot of people have gotten it, is because you can do repeat stamping.
Okay.
Now, if you are doing tags for Christmas or you know, Christmas cards, or you are using things like, you know, wedding stationery and so on, it's really brilliant. Now, that's saying that is brilliant, but what about if you want to cut, you know, circles? No, it's great to do, what you do is you cut the circles, I cut them, but keep the waist. Now that's going to be the template to create this. So now I'm going to go in.
So that really keeps it steady, whereas a circle might not sit so
Exactly,
nicely.
yeah. So now this is a foam mounted rubber stamp, so I'll turn it around to accommodate for that. Now, I'm gonna use my, what is it, the Royal Plum in here.
Ooh, nice.
Now the Royal Plum is a beautiful deeper purple that you are included in the Diamond Hybrid inks in the set of 12. It's a brand new color.
Yep, they're available today. You can see the info at the bottom of your screen there if you'd like those.
Now, yeah, so now I'm gonna go in and then I'm gonna take it out of here. Which is always a pain because I don't have a piece of low-tack tape. No.
Oh.
This is what it is. It is a pain, but you take a little bit of low-tack tape and you peel it off. That's what it is. Now I'm going to place, then I'm going to put the magnets back in, so they are securing both of them. And then just going to do this one here. All right.
Right, make sure you're going through for the stamp platform and anything else in the show.
And then that would be exactly in the same place if I also stamp the message, but then it keeps going. So then it's like, you can see it.
Absolutely.
So then you can stamp the sentiment, and as long as you link it up.
You can line it up.
Yeah, we can line it up perfectly.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Paola, for showing us so many techniques. Really well done if you've got everything. Lots of pieces selling out, so make sure you get on the web. Plenty more coming up. Stay here with Hochanda. So next up, the Floral Aperture Weekend Wow. Hugely popular designs. Then we've got cross patch designs. I'm looking forward to that one. And then Creative Expressions Woodwear. Don't go anywhere.
Do you realise it was a year ago that we sat here and told everyone we were joining Hochanda?
I know, and hasn't it been amazing?
Put it out with me, mate. So we're Miss Paola. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Thank you, babe.
Strike that pose then. Go on. A solid pattern in the center, so you can stamp it in the center. Beautiful, beautiful base dice.
And we have our evening stroll. Come on, Jodie. Here we go. Take my arm. There we go. We're going to go.
Sorry, we're just dancing.
We've got a special event just for you, full of some of your favourite products and some brand new ones.
I'll be kicking off the celebrations on the 5th of April at 6 p.m. with the Tim Holtz glass media mat and the travel stamp platform.
Throughout the event, I'm going to be introducing the Kaleidoscope Weekend Wow, micromists, confetti glitter, and brand new flower apertures. As a thank you to all of you who have joined us on Hochanda over the year, we're going to be doing something extra special. For all of you who are not Freedom members, with our special promo code TONIC1, we will be giving you a bonus month's membership. And for all of you who are already Freedom members, you will have the opportunity to claim a bonus gift worth at least £6.97.
As well as that, you will also have the opportunity to win a dream day at Hochanda, where you can craft along with myself and Jodie.
So join us for our first anniversary from 6 p.m. on the 5th of April, only on Hochanda.
Welcome to the newest exciting way to shop here at Hochanda, Craft Price Drop. Tune in for your favourite craft brands at absolutely incredible low prices. Make sure to get in early before the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. You've got to be in it to win it. Everybody pays the lowest price.
We were going to do all that, but then I thought, no, I'm just going
Sunday morning.
So, hello, and thank you very much for tuning in for your weekend. Wow. Oh, my goodness. We launched this on Friday. Such a busy couple of days on Friday and Saturday, which means now over 80% of the stock is gone. So hold on to your socks and make sure you place your order. I know you haven't even seen it yet, but that's the excitement. That's the buzz behind the scenes now. So much of the stock gone. Jodie, the obvious question is, what has captured our hearts?
These are beautiful. These are what we're calling floral apertures, but they are so much more. Not only do you get that sculptured aperture that actually cascades into the centre of your card, you're also getting the 2 dies that are absolutely huge. I have to say, they are huge dies. And you're also getting 3 matching stamps. So we can stamp onto them, we can die cut with them, we can make home decor. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that box card there.
Made that yesterday,
How beautiful would that be for an anniversary? You're getting 18 dies in this collection, and I have to say they're big corking dies. They are lovely.
Yeah, they are. I'm holding one here so that I don't have to sort of reach over and show you in front. But look at this. Look at that huge. You said huge dies.
They are.
Because they're centerpiece dies, they're making an entire card, like a big 8x8 presentation box or a card, the whole thing. And they come with this decorative frame as well. So you've got your circle, your oval and your square frame. So, you know, to just use them in their purest form, Jodie, as an aperture or a frame die is lovely. And you've got so many different looks. But you and the rest of the design team typically haven't stuck to the rules, have you?
No, absolutely.
We'll get in there in a minute.
So
we'll
looking
have a look
at
at
the pansy one, you can see it makes that centre aperture there. Now this will build into an oval. You're getting that little flower there as well. But the main dies in there are those gorgeous designs there. Now look how they're going to fit into that aperture. They're going to work alongside it with no problem at all. You've then got the stamp, so bring in your mediums, bring in your aquaflows, bring in all those different colours as well. But then we have got that beautiful one there. This is my favourite. I love the detailed dies on this. I mean, look at those. They are stunning. And, you know, just keeping it very, very easy, but the effect you're going to get is stunning. You're building different layers up, you're getting some beautiful looks. But then you've got the matching stamp. And then last but not least, you've got the lily. So all the detail, and this will form a circle. So all the detail in there, all that gorgeous design work in there. Chop the flowers out. You can have individual flowers with no problem at all. But then you've also got the stamp. Gorgeous.
Yeah, so there they are. That was the lily that we saw there last. We also saw the pansy design, and Jodie's favourite, the one that comes with the square frame background, is the floral flourish. You've got 3 different designs here, big dies, and these are some of the colours. You made this yesterday, didn't you?
I mean, look at that. All that glitter in the background, but the one single die is making that background possible. You know, just keeping it in your cardstock, making the most simplistic card, or whether you want to make shaker cards. So we've got a little shaker happening with that one there. Maybe you want to add your gloss onto your petals and just use the petals in a different manner. So that one has been all chopped out, keeping tone on tone, reinserting the die cut into itself. You know, keeping it simple, just 2 colourways. Perfect. Love it.
Sort of light and shade.
You're light and shade on that one, but you've got your embossing powder on the bottom there.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Just look at that one. Really, really beautiful. It is gorgeous. So let's have a look, see what else we've got down here. So maybe you want to have bright, invigorating colours. Maybe you want to bring your brand new alcohol pens in, so they are the new colourways. Or same die, but just using the dies and not the aperture. You know, bringing the depth on, making yourself decoupage items to go onto the top. But then a twist, reinserting and doing it as a shaker card. You can see there all the glitter behind there. They really are pretty. Yes, simplicity. You don't have to use them on huge cards. You can keep it quite simple. You can even shape and mould your little flowers and just use the flowers on their own.
This is nice because it's showing the die cut and the stamp.
Yeah. We're actually going to use both in a minute as well.
Okay.
So that you can see how even the stamp will fit into the shape.
Lovely.
They really are
Lovely.
pretty dies.
Do you think we're giving a good flavour there, Jodie?
Absolutely, I think we
Good
have.
little spread. Look, that's what you can make, but then some. You know, there are loads more things that you can obviously make, but that's how creative you can get. So you've got your 3 different die designs there, the 3 different apertures, the square, the oval and the circle. That's the pansy, the lily, and also here the flourish. Love the flourish, that's our favourite, we think. Not to say the pansy and the lily aren't lovely in their own way, but you also get the matching big, huge stamps too to coordinate. All of that, normally £83.94, but today, thanks to the weekend wow, £19 off. And it's borne out in the fact that everyone else has got theirs. So many people have already ordered. 80%, in fact, over 80% of the stock is already gone after Friday and Saturday's shows. So, yeah, you are coming in a bit late today. You might not know about Weekend Wows. You might be quite new to Hochanda. But this is what we do. We've got a whole weekend's worth of a deal, and we, fingers crossed, have enough for the whole weekend. Jodie, you've got one more show later on today. But over 80% of the stock means that you should definitely order now.
Is it going to last?
Yeah, this is the question. We always ask the same question. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, you know, either way. But the way you can guarantee yours is by ordering now. £19 off, and to get it for $64.94. Oh, I've also got a bonus gift for you. This is one from Tonic. They'll pop it into your parcel when they pack your order. This is the bonus gift when you order something on today's show. This will get popped in automatically. It's the lovely rose window tag die set. Also, if you quote the code TONIC1, this is the last day of the anniversary event now. So when you're ordering, quote the code TONIC1 on the web or the phone, and you'll get a bonus month's worth of Freedom membership. If you're already a Freedom member, you'll get another bonus gift in addition to this, if you haven't already had one, worth over $6.97, which is the value of Freedom. You've also got the Freedom prices, which is another reason to join Freedom. Sorry about this, Jim.
No, sorry.
You've got your screen dies as well, and these are down in price. Now, you brought these on yesterday, didn't you, Jodie?
I did.
You don't want people to miss out on these. They are half price. Instead of £21.49, they are £10.75 to order now. That's just one of them there, and that's the curved crosses in simple stripes. You've
Simple
also got
stripes.
simple stripes. You've also got the zigzag and floral motif for the floral motif. There's the design there. 344. This is 215. Again, that is half price. It's been slashed in half to make it 10.75. Bit of inspiration there as well for you for your congratulations card. 344-215. Should we get the ball tools out?
Yeah, right. Gail wants to have a look at my ball tools. Okay, so these are the floral tool set. Okay, now inside you are going to get your mat to be able to shape your flowers on. You're also getting your retractable tweezers. Like that. Yeah. Squeeze and they open, release and they close. Absolutely brilliant for holding things. You've then got 3 different size ball heads. Okay, so you've got your very large ball there. You've got your medium and also your small, but you've also got your non-slip handle. Okay, it's a cush grip handle, so it's absolutely perfect. You know, when we're crafting, let's face it, our fingers do get, you know, a little sweaty. Yeah. With cush grip, they don't slip down. But that large ball tool there is amazing for shaping your flowers.
I've seen you use that
it's
on the bigger
a
petals.
Gorgeous size ball.
Yeah, you literally just like pull it in and it curves the flower.
You do, absolutely.
Just
Just give it a slight tickle on the back of your petal, and you're going to get that gorgeous shape.
All right.
Okay. So I'm just going to leave that for you, okay?
All right.
You can put all the balls back in.
I'll do the packing.
Right. Right, so we're going to play with these gorgeous apertures, okay? Now, I am going to play with my favourite. Now, the biggest tip I can give you is you're going to use all your dice to begin with to get the positioning right. So at the moment, I would say that that is central on my piece of cardstock. But when I go in and put my dies in there, it is not central. I need to give it a turn. It is more so apparent with the oval and the circle because the aperture is slightly off centre. All right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm just proud that I got them all back in there. But this is a really important point we were hammering at home yesterday, where you put your frame down and think you're putting it in the middle, but you're not.
Yeah.
Put your frame down with your flowers, get it in the middle, and then take your flowers away.
Absolutely. So now we are going to run that through, and we're going to have that lovely aperture on there. So let's run this all the way through, and then we're going to start to play with it. So we'll do all the die cutting first, and then we're going to stamp it in a minute. Okay. So let's take this away. So now we have got our shaped aperture happening just there. Okay, now our dies are going to fit in there, our stamp is going to fit it in there. So let's do the die cutting. So we've got that gorgeous silver. So let's go in and chop that silver out as well.
Very, very detailed dies, but the tangerine handling is no problem as well. Not a problem, please.
So I am going to emboss this, okay? Now the reason I'm going to emboss this is we are using metallic card. Now metallic card has a tendency to not want to come out of the die when you've actually cut it. So if I emboss it, it's just going to push it further into the die, which is going to be less pricking time for me.
Okay. It's a good trick to remember that, actually, particularly with intricate dies, is give them an emboss. If you do have trouble getting them out, emboss them. And then it just helps it release.
It just pushes it that little bit further. Okay, so let's take that away. Let's take that tape off there and there. And then we have got our beautiful die cut. But also a tip when you're doing silver card, to take any excess bits out from the front, it tends to send your eyes absolutely wappy. Turn it over and you can actually see where the bits are a lot better than what you can from that front part. Okay, so you know you're literally following where that little line is,
grey lines,
and it literally is going to just work with no problem at all. So just taking all those last little bits out, and that there is one of my sprays. Now I want it in black as well, so let's do it in black. Let's clean that off. Nice clean die. And then we're going to go in with the black Murray.
Good black
now
shine.
this is amazing, I have to say. If you are after this, get yourself onto the website. The way that I describe it is a brand new car.
Right, yeah.
You know that black,
black.
absolutely amazing showroom precision polish. Yeah.
Has he been spending time with Stan? Stan the man with his ultimate finish.
Oh, honestly.
I'm cleaning it, I'm polishing it and protecting it, Jodie.
Absolutely, why not?
Yeah.
So let's just...
But you're right, this does really stand out. I remember the first time I saw this Black Mirror card, and it's a proper deep shine. And it's not the first colour you think of with Mirror, is it?
No.
You think silver, gold, and it comes to mind. But the black, that deep, dark shine.
It is. So let's take that away. So now we have got that beautiful black one. Let's just take that out of there. Now, if Stan was here today...
I thought we'd moved on, but I felt naughty for mentioning him. But
no, if Stan was here today, he could go and clean my car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it is absolutely covered in bird poo.
Oh, is it?
I have never seen such size bird poo in my life.
There you go.
I swear they're elephants round here.
And we've got like pterodactyls. That
absolutely.
Like dinosaur birds.
I'm convinced.
And it's a white car as well.
It is a white car.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks more like, you know, when you're looking at a cow and there's like spots on the cow.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
There you go. So, know what I'm doing on my break. We're very busy out on there on the phone, so best way to order at the moment is on the website, hochanda.com. But thank you for being there still for our weekend. Wow, because obviously, you know, launching on Friday and such an exciting couple of launch shows. Wonderful to know that you're still really enjoying it here on Sunday afternoon.
So that's my black one.
Morning.
Let me hold it onto some white card for you. Look at that. It is beautiful. Just the different colours, whether you go behind or in front, are gorgeous. So let's put all that to one side. So we've got our card, we've got our matte and layer. So let's put our matte and layer on first of all, so that is ready to go. So let's just place that onto there. Okay, and now we're going to come in to that matten layer that's going to go on. We've got our die cuts.
When these are new, you've got to get them home and learn your shapes.
You do.
Keep referring back to the packaging to make sure you get
So
the right
we've
way
got
up.
our die cut for the bottom.
Yeah.
That's great. But what we are wanting to do is we're going to use the stamp in this area here. All right. So let's take us anti-static and just go in with that anti-static bag. And this is the stamp that we're going to use. Okay. It's not the stamp we're going to use.
Is it
I'm telling porcupines.
Like
It's
oh,
not.
No, hang on. No, that's the.
It's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's the. Is that the lily or the pansy?
That's
you've got
the
there?
lily.
The lily, yeah.
So let's use the float. That could have been quite embarrassing, couldn't it, when it won't fit in the hole?
Well, it wouldn't have been embarrassing, would it? You just be like, well, you just brush it off, wouldn't you? Are you one to get embarrassed, Jodie?
No. You must be joking. I've been doing this too long
yeah,
now.
you see, you keep life in perspective. Yeah.
So we're going to use the clear mark, okay? Now, these stamping blocks are also on the show. They are brilliant. Do you know why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on.
Because they've got handles on. Yeah, which makes it so easy. If you've got hands that you've got problems with your hands, with the normal stamping block, you have to hold at the sides, don't you? With these, you've got that pressure plate to get hold of at the top.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
And you sort of tuck your fingers in because you're in there. You grip in, and you've just got the. You're not going anywhere, are
They're
you?
ergonomically comfortable.
The more you grip, it's not going to slip out.
Yeah,
I like
they're
it.
brill. They really are. So let's go in.
And you've got the water wells on the top as well.
You
so
do.
You double up as if you're watercolouring. You've got you can put water in the different sections at the top.
So let's put the Versamark on there.
I see you brought a nice new pad with you for your ink pad today for the telly.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
It's well loved, is that ink pad? Bless its little heart. Look, it's covered. It's got all the stuff all over it.
Lasts, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. So now we're going to come in, and we're just going to eyeball it. I'm sorry if my head's in the way. But we're just making sure that those edges are in the right place to the aperture. Okay, and just go through. And that there is where we are going to go. Now I am going to use the back of my card, I think. And we're going to go in with the black embossing powder.
Natural choice, really, wasn't it?
Okay.
Very nice, fine embossing powder, perfect for these stamps. You did.
So we're just going to take those little stray bits away and heat it from the back. Oh, yes, please.
Now, if you the back of your card though, so I can't fold it or anything.
Oh, you can. Go for it. I'm sure you can manage.
I could curve it maybe.
If you heat from the back of your card, you will get a lot smoother finish than if you heat from the top.
I don't feel comfortable doing
The reason being, you're melting the bottom layer of powder before you're melting the top. All right? So it will give you a different effect depending on which way you want to. I mean, if I was doing something like a mixed media item and I was using gold, by doing it from the top, it would give me more of a molten metal effect than heating it from the bottom. So we're just going in, finishing those little bits. And yes, that little bit's missing, but hey, it's okay. So we're just going to cool that off a minute, okay? Because we're going to go in with a second colour. All right, sweetheart?
Yeah, I didn't want to bend your card. I just couldn't.
So just cooling that off, making sure that it's cooled down. And then if you purchase these pads, you're also getting 2 of the Clear Mark embossing pens. And this is perfect if you are wanting to get into little areas, or like that flower head. Let's do that flower head that we missed.
Yeah, bottom of the screen for your sticky ink pens, the clear embossing mark pens, and also your stamp blocks, 177755.
So that little bit that I missed, just
one
there.
Of the big ones, one of the small ones on the stamp block, don't you?
I can fill it in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that bit. That's now filled in. Well, it's lovely having an assistant. Do you want to come and live at my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, food and lodgings, board and lodgings?
Oh, absolutely. As long as you clear me muck up,
right.
We'll be all right.
In your car?
Yeah. So,
I've missed the kids.
with the Nouveau clear mark. We're going to come in and we're going to fill in our flower, okay? So I'm literally squiggling down my flower petals. So the line itself is giving me the possibilities to be able to do that. So I'm coming in there, coming down that side there, and then we're going to have the glitter embossing powder. Okay, shall I take that one?
Yeah, do. Get it straight onto there. As long as that's not part of your later demonstration.
No. So now we have got that glitter powder on there. So I'm just going, let me just find a little brush and I'm just going to take away just, it's too fine. Do you want to do that when I'm eating as well?
Yeah. Again, back to the kids. Yeah, the number of Daddy, can I have a yoghurt? Yes. And then, Daddy, I've spilt my yoghurt. Oh, okay, right. Wait there.
So now we have got
sugar.
A glittery flower. Yeah. And I'm going to come in and I'm just going to use it just on those ones.
So for your sticking pens, they're perfect. Perfect for getting your details.
They're brilliant. And the bonus of them is if you miss an area on your card, if you miss an area on your card, then you can just go in and fill it up.
Oh, stop it. It's all over me again.
I like to keep him busy.
We've had a question through from Michelle. Michelle's asked, has the Flourish die sold out by itself? Yes, it has. I'm so sorry to say. But it is available with a £19 saving as part of your weekend wow, which is now approaching limited stock.
Yeah, so we've now got the stamped image on the top. Okay, so let's go and make this card up. So I want my large flourish to be at the bottom. It just counterbalances it a lot better. So let's go in, just add in some adhesive. You're right, sweet. Yeah. So we're just going in, and I'm going to put that at the bottom there. Now, because we are going on that really, really shiny black, it's going to take a little bit longer to adhere, okay? Because he's got to go through that plastic coating to stick. Yeah, so that is the beginning. Whoops, there. So let's bring in that beautiful flourish.
One stylish cards coming together here.
Yeah, so now we are going to stick these together. So let me just get a spreader. We're going to go black onto the top of the silver. So literally going round, picking up all that adhesive like so. And then that one is going to sit on there. So let's just bring that one, pick it up a minute and just give it a slide. I have to say, when you've got the mirror card like this, it's a lot easier because you can slide it into position. With normal cardstock, it sticks and it's very hard to just slide round. But with the mirror, it allows you to be able to get that beautiful...
A little bit of wiggle and then, and then lock it in with your PDA.
It does.
Yeah, extremely busy out there for the weekend wow, and a lot of people have got it in the basket on the web as well, but don't forget to check it out. But congratulations, we're rapidly approaching limited stock on your weekend wow.
So just add in that adhesive. So now we're just going to place that into situ. So we're just bringing it a little bit further back than what we normally would, because we've got that double aspect of that leaf. Now on the website we have a selection of sentiment dies as well, and this is the happy anniversary. Okay, we're keeping all the scrolls on. Previously we've put the scrolls away,
we did that yesterday, didn't we?
But this time we are keeping them all on, and we're going to go white onto the top. So place that onto the top of there, and then this one is going to sit into
there.
How many years have they been together, do you think, these people?
Silver wedding anniversary.
Oh, it's a silver, okay.
Yeah.
Silver.
Right, so
Yeah.
let's have your ball tools again.
Yeah, let's get these ball tools out.
Let's get these
Is it
out.
going to be the big ball or the small
I'm going to
ones?
have the big ball.
You are going to go for it, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, the mat
Yeah.
and the big ball,
Yep.
you've got the medium ball on the other end. Okay, so this here is one of the little flowers that come in your die collection. Okay, it's that one there, and we've just cut it out of that glitter card. So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to take my large ball.
Now, we were saying earlier how easy literally you just drag the card.
I'm not even
press it.
I'm not
Yeah.
even dragging it. I'm pressing it in. Yeah, turning it over, and then I'm going to turn my tool round and come in with the medium.
Yeah, this is the spring into life. It
And
becomes a
that's
flower.
just going to give you the shape of your flower. Okay, so let's go ahead and stick that on. So that is going to go onto there. So it's just really bringing that blitz into play.
Yep, there's a bit of glue there.
We've got a little bow. That flower on that bow is also in your collection. And then we're just coming in with my Nouveau drops, coming into the middle.
Oh, that black and silver combination.
Just to finish that centre off. But by using your stamps as well as your dies together, it's going to give you that classy effect on there. So 2 different embossing powders, the gloss and also the glitter, along with your clear mark.
A wonderful silver wedding anniversary card.
Yep.
The stylish, striking a keeper as well.
Yep.
With the anniversary card that you made yesterday. We did a matching box. It's probably a good time to mention that. Actually, so you know you've got the same style, that same spray.
Yeah.
But there you go. Mix up the colourway, and we made.
But doesn't it look different?
Yeah.
You know, black and silver, and then the cream. The cream looks really elegant and soft and feminine, where this one's got that harsh, in-your-face appeal.
And it depends on those on the couple as well. It depends who you're making it for. But you've got that. Are they harsh people? Are they in-your-face people?
Are you there?
Yeah. Seriously, it's the weekend. Wow, it's really approaching limited stock. It's like nearly limited stock, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Look, it's cream. You've got a lovely opportunity here to get a weekend wow. Seriously, thank you very much,
My
Jamie,
pleasure.
for that. Tidied up our ball tools as well.
Yep,
Keeping those.
there we go.
Notice how it says on the back. It should say third sample on that. Is that someone saying?
It does. So when we send samples into Hochanda, we send 3 samples in, and that's the third of the samples.
That's not like this is the third one we've sent you. Don't lose it. Right. I wonder sometimes. Never happens. So have a look at this. This is how it breaks down for you on the Freedom membership as well. When you are ordering as a brand new customer, you're not a member of Freedom yet, quote the code TONIC1 on the website or over the phone, and you'll receive a bonus Freedom membership for 1 month worth $6.97. You'll get unlimited standard delivery. You'll get discounts as a Freedom member. You'll get a badge and a monthly newsletter. If you're already a Freedom member, don't worry about it. You can also quote that code if you haven't already. You can do this once during the event. You'll receive a bonus mystery gift worth over $6.97. A mystery gift, I like it. $6.97. When do you think what that might be? Full terms and conditions on the website. It's hochanda.com to look at for your full rules and stuff. But if you're wondering what the Weekend Wow is all about, why are we approaching limited stock? Well, now we officially are limited stock. So thank you so much if you've played a part in that and you've just ordered. There's still another live hour later on today with Jodie and the Weekend Wow, but that will be the last live hour of the weekend. Whether the stock lasts the entire hour or until then, who knows? But the main thing is, the only important thing is, I know this sounds a bit selfish, but at least you've got yours. So at least you placed your order, so you've got it. You can also order on FlexiBuy if you want. It's $32.47. We've just demonstrated with one of the dies. $32.47 this month, and then another similar payment next month. That's the one that we just used there, the Flourish. We showed you it in the 2 colourways, the black and the silver today, and then the lovely sort of cream and gold colour yesterday in that lovely presentation box. And then you've got your pansy and your lily, and they're both in the circle and the oval frames. Over here you've got the square frame. So do you reckon from, and I'll show you the boards really, really quickly just to show the sort of the science behind it, the mechanics behind it. There's your aperture, there's your frame, and your extra floral dies. and you've got your floral sprays as well, each side. Then you've got the matching stamp that I just forgot to mention. Oh, when will I get good at my job? I forgot to mention the stamps. Then you've got your square frame as well, with your lilies and your pansies, and then your spray just here with that matching stamp. And then the circular frame and your extra die that comes with it. It's a massive one, that. And then the matching stamp. So, would we then be forgiven for thinking they're aperture dies, they make aperture cards, and also they make really big cards? Well, not necessarily, because one of our favourite samples, myself and Jodie, and I hope you're included here as well, is the fact that you could easily make either way, DL, landscape or portrait size DL cards, but you've got the capability to do that. You're not just limited to the aperture. You could even, if you wanted to, make a lovely garland design there, so a sort of aperture where you're creating your own aperture. Stick with the frame and aperture, or I'll try and show you one of each as we go, or no visible reference to the aperture at all. Or straight back in there with, yep, these are frame dies, they cut the aperture for you. Well, no, they don't. And they definitely don't here, with that beautiful backdrop and that floral spray on the right-hand side. Using your inks, using your powdered inks. This is what it's about, isn't it? Even just using one of the dies on its own, on one of your nesting card blank dies, you can create a lovely card like this. Simple sentiment, a few of your drops and then a bow, but you've got that curve, that crescent. They fit and they work, don't they? If you wanted to mix up the sizes and the shapes, you can do on a circular basis. You can make it work this way. Oh, one of my favourite cards. It was Friday that Jodie made this. The days have just disappeared. I drive here, have a lovely day, drive home, go to bed, drive back, have another lovely day, drive home, go to bed, and drive back. I've been doing that for the last 3 days, so it feels like a dream, but I know we made this on Friday. I know I didn't dream it because it's here, it's real. And then, look at this as well. The larger cards, just 2 in a row now, to remind us that we can make the big 7 or 8-inch cards if we want. There's one, and here is another. So you can make those big 8x8s and 7x7s if you want, or you can make the smaller cards. There are no rules here, absolutely no rules. We love what we're seeing, and I know you do too, because I've got the proof here. I can see it's limited stock, and so can you. As long as you've got yours and you are in there, we're okay, right? So you can spread the cost if you want. It's 2 payments of £32.47, or all in one go if you like. You're saving £19 on your weekend wow, but only while stocks last, and it is limited. £64.94 plus delivery to order it. Every single one of Jodie's designs that she's done for us over the live shows, and also the what are they called now? The design team. Everything that they've done for us, we're so pleased to see it, and it's only the start of what you'll be able to make. 315106 to order. Have a look at the web. It's on hochanda.com that you'll see all of this. You've got the hybrid ink pads. You've got the crystal drops. Now, I'm surprised. Have they not sold out? Oh, okay. Wow, okay, then. Literally last person could get those then. You've got your embellishment mousses, and then you've got the ball tools there, and also your clear embossing mark pens and the stamp blocks. You get the big one and the small one. And then a load of freedom discounts on your woodland buildables, your family sentiments, and then your wedding sentiments, as well as your filigree flourish dies, and all those. And then the screen dies themselves. I know I've got them here somewhere. Do we have them? Oh, thank you, Jodie. Thank you so much. That's what I do, aren't you? Which one have we got? We've got the curved crosses and the simple stripes. There they are. So 2 different designs in the one die, with the Verso cutting edge there for you. 2 different looks in the one for not £21.49, but the reason why we want to show you these is it's a freedom price, making them at £10.75, so 50% off, half price, 213436 to order. The other one that I'm sort of flapping around here in the background, there you go. This is the most popular actually out of the 2. It's the zigzag design and the floral motif. £10.75 including delivery to order now, and it's 344215 to get those. We just wanted to show you them to make sure you're aware there's a half price offer on them.
Right, so I'm going to mix and match because I can. I'm going a bit
off the beaten track here. Okay, so I'm going ahead and I'm cutting myself some of those amazing flourishes. Okay, but we're going to use them not with the aperture, but we're going to use those frames.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now those frames are, I don't want you to miss out on these, because they are so useful no matter what size card blank you're making. Okay, yes, because you can multiply them in size, and I'm going to show you how. So let me just take these last bits out. So what I've cut here is that beautiful flourish. I'm using this because it's my favourite, because I can. Okay, so let's go there. Now, if one of the questions we've been asked is, will these fit onto the top of the octagon box?
Oh yeah.
Right, so that's the octagon box. If you are using the aperture, then no, they won't. It's too big. Okay, but if you're just using the flourishes,
perfect fit.
Amazing.
Yeah,
how
like
nice would that look?
Yeah,
it would look amazing. I mean, if you put the second one on, where's the other one? On the other side, there it is. You could actually put the other one on there as well, and it would look stunning. It would make the most magnificent box.
Perfect fit.
Yeah. But what we're going to do is we're going to use these crossed, curved crosses. Yeah. Okay. Now in there you have got 2 outside edges, one with the scallop, one with the dimple, and then you've got 2 designs here. We're going to use that one. Okay. So let's take this. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to place it about 1/2 centimetre from the top, and I'm going to tape it down, and I'm going to run that through. Now it would make a nice little panel just on its own. If you've got the kaleidoscope boxes, it'll work alongside the kaleidoscope boxes as well. Yeah, so let's take that out.
Somewhere around here.
But what we are going to do, see these? Keep them, because I want to show you something with those in a minute. So let's clean that die.
That's brilliant, isn't it? They just went everywhere. I love that. That's so much fun. They literally tap, 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 and they just went...
Right, so you're going to have to come in close, I'm afraid. So, looking at the back of the die, can you see those cutting edges peeking through there?
Yeah?
So, just put your tape on so it's nice and loose. Turn it over, and then you literally are going to bring your piece of card so you can just see that cutting edge peeking through.
The other half of your curved
and then
basically.
Stick it down.
Press your tape,
Oh
no! Oh, the tape's on the other
Let's go
side.
again. So, place it on there so that it's just peeking out.
And then your tape's going to be about there.
And then push your tape down. Turn it over. And then run that one through. Now this, you can repeat this as many times as you want. You could be doing them on a 12 by 12
Up and
piece
across.
of card. Yeah, it doesn't matter which. So,
this is good.
Look at the match on that. It is perfection.
Yeah, you'd never know.
You wouldn't know that is being joined.
Oh, don't miss this now. When Jodie, you tap this die, watch this.
Are you ready?
I hope it happens like, yeah!
It makes you feel so good.
Yeah, it does.
So let me just take one of the well, she's like Jodie Johnson. Yeah. So now, if I put
Hawkeye.
my outside edge on, if I'd not done it as close to the edge, okay, we could have had the bigger frame on, but in this instance we've got the little diddy frame. So let's run that through.
Nice email from Gail. Thank you so much for the technique with the ball tool.
My pleasure, Gail.
So she's just tried it and it's perfect.
My pleasure.
Isn't that good? Gail, thank you very much for your feedback.
So you can see we've got that lovely edge on there.
Yes.
Now that will be perfect for your smaller cards. But in my world, I like them big.
Okay. We're allowed. Hey! So is that 4?
That is 4 cuts.
Yeah.
All the way down, top and bottom. Yeah, so how pretty is that? Now, do you like mixed media? Temporary adhesive on the back, onto your card, you've got your stencil. You can ink through that. You can put all your different textures on that. Yeah?
Wrap it around a decorative candle.
Yeah.
Just there for decoration.
But if you use the outside edge, what you can also do is, I've lost it, where's it gone?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my stamping platform. There it is.
Yeah.
So, see these little babies here?
Yeah, little blossom daisies.
Yeah, so turn them so that they're all in the right way. Take your small embossing tool and just press them down so the little petals start to come up. You can start to make little daisies with them. So you've got little daisies there, maybe you just put them all side by side. These chevrons are the waist from the other one.
Yeah, in the other pair. This is the most popular out of the two, actually. Zigzag and floral motif.
So the zigzag...
And now that we've demonstrated with it, the curved crosses and simple stripes has overtaken this one, but the zigzag waist.
So the zigzag waist can also be your pattern on your card. So all this is your waist. There's no such thing as waste,
there isn't. I learned that very quickly.
So, but looking at the size of that now...
Crafters and people that work at recycling centres, they have a lot in common. They both live by the same mantra. There is no such thing as waste.
Yeah, or hoarders.
Well, yeah.
I'm a hoarder.
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't normally do this on TV because it's quite hard for you to be able to see. But I'll leave it on the orange so that you can see. Imagine that being your card blank. Taking your sprays and putting your sprays just in the corner with a big little pearl in the centre and maybe just a little sentiment on there. It would be perfect.
Yeah, lovely background that. In fact, you've just given us the perfect reason at $10.75 because they're half price to get both of them.
Yeah.
And you've got your backgrounds
there. They are beautiful. I mean, this background here, do you know what it reminds me of? Radiator covers.
Oh yeah, like really decorative ones that you might get in National Trust houses and like.
But honestly, if you use that as a stencil with your mixed media, with your modelling paste, with your glimmer paste, it is spectacular. It really is. So you could have the positive. So if you did that with your glimmer paste, let it dry, and then put your sprig on, you would get your texture of your glimmer paste with your flowers and detail.
Yeah, we like all these ideas,
Beautiful.
Jodie. Do you know, you're so good at what you do, Jodie, and because you bring things to life, and it just shows you how busy it is out there. You would not believe us if we told you there are so many people buying these two lovely die sets now. You get 4 different designs across both of them, and they're half price, so it's the perfect time to get them. $10.75 including your postage. It's amazing. I mean, you show a good offer, and a lot of people buy it. You show a great offer and bring it to life. Oh my goodness.
Well, I just know how often I use these. I use these sets a lot at home, purely and simply because I can get a whole image with no problem at all.
So the 4 designs, you've got your curved crosses and you've got your simple stripes.
Yep.
You've then got your chevrons, or zigzags it's known, and the floral motif. So those are the 4 different designs that you're getting when you get both of these. So we'll swap the details over just as not to confuse you. That was the curved crosses. This is the details for this one now. There you go. So if I move it across, thank you, Jodie. You read my mind. $10.75 including postage, and that's 344215. Very, very busy. Curved crosses details are at the bottom of the screen at the moment for you. Best order on the website at the moment if you want to get straight through. What was I thinking next? What was I thinking? Oh yeah, just check the time. It's 10:43, which means we've got about 15 minutes. Is that okay?
That is absolutely fine. Okay. So let's go back to the beautiful floral apertures.
Yeah, the weekend wear.
Yeah. Now we're not going to use these as apertures. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut the spray out. So, anybody, I think this is my favourite die.
Yeah, you've been using this a lot, actually.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
You do get 3 designs.
She uses that a lot.
Yeah. Because you can. You'll have your favourite when you get them.
You will, absolutely, and you'll find completely different ways of using them. You know, look in your collection. What nesting dies have you got in your collection?
Yeah. Do you have big nesting dies like the Venetian lace or the twisted veranda? You know, all those, and you'll start to work alongside them, bringing those different ones in, and you may find the pansy fits better in the veranda. I don't know. You know, have a go, have a play with them.
Yeah, we had the Art Nouveau friends on somewhere yesterday.
Yeah.
I think.
So let's take that away. So this is the dark green of Craft Perfect. So we're just going to take out those little bits.
Stock up on your Craft Perfect card on Pick and Mix on the website, hochanda.com, to look for that.
So, like so. So I've got my design there. I'm going to take some adhesive and I'm going to come in with the pistachio green this time. So let's just place this on there. So we're going to go in with that leaf and we're going to go onto the pistachio. So place it on, and while it's wet, don't let it dry. Come in and chop out any of the little bits that are overhanging. So come down. So that there is going to be one leaf. I'm not going to do the little leaves because I quite like how they're going to give me a differential in colour. I'm only going to do the big leaves. There's another big leaf there.
They've been quite useful actually on the samples, seeing the open leaves,
Yeah.
seeing like background colours behind.
Yeah,
and,
I think they're really effective when you leave them open as well.
Yeah.
So come in there and then cut up that side. Now you can see that I'm slightly going underneath. I have my scissors at an angle, okay? I don't have them straight. So I'm literally coming and cutting at an angle so I get a sort of undercut. So if I turn it over, can you see how it slightly undercuts
Yeah.
the cardstock?
So you're in by about a fraction
Yeah,
of a millimetre.
I'm in for about a millimetre on there.
Yeah.
So that's that.
So a simple quick way paper piecing back, you just put it in from behind, and
Yeah.
then you've got the rather than going in with each part of that leaf.
Absolutely.
You'd never do that.
Yeah. So we've cut a second one in the beautiful burgundy. And I'm just going to go in, and I'm just adding those back in over the top. So that's the big one that's going to sit in there. So let's find out where it is. There it is. So that's going to sit onto that one. And then this one is coming in and sitting onto that. So it's starting to bring depth and colour. We've got a piece of the burgundy, and that's going to go behind my flower. So this is now going to start to give it depth. So let's place that one.
I do apologise how busy we've been this hour if you have had trouble getting through, because we say go to the website. You might prefer to phone. It's the classic way of ordering, isn't it, off the telly on the phone. So you might prefer that, and it has been a bit busy the entirety of the hour, so apologies for that. As long as you've ordered, as long as you've got yours, as long as you're happy though, that's the main goal, isn't it?
So I'm coming in. Let me get my scissors underneath there. Come on, because there's a gap there, so we don't want that little bit. So let's just tear that off. Like so, and then we can come round the other side. So that is just going to support all my little bits that I'm going to place on there as well. Let's pull you up, baby, because I don't want to catch you. So back up that side, and then all the way back down there. So that there is the beginning of where we're going to go. So let's get rid of all this rubbish. All out of the way. Can I have my ball tools, please?
Oh, yes, of course you can. Yeah. What size ball tool would you
I'd like the big one,
The
because
big
I'm
one?
greedy.
The big balls, okay. Right then.
Yeah.
Ready, steady. Here it is.
Thank you, and the mat as well.
Why that?
Because I want to have a deep
Okay.
flower. So
Deep curvaceous flower.
I do. I want a bit of curve today. So I'm turning them over. The big one, I'm going to take, and I'm just literally in the petal and pulling it down. This one is going to be the same, and then I'm going to turn them over, turning my ball tool over as well, give it a tap, and then squiggle it in the middle. Oh,